Ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed guests of the broadcast, welcome to the final day of our Sausage Man Sea Championship. And what a ride it has been. And I see that my co-caster Illustrato still looking sharp as ever. What happened to the jacket though? Where's the
Yeah,
jacket?
it's a little bit hot here today in Manila, but yeah, I'm expecting it to get even hotter as we do go into the last day of the tournament. I'm so excited for it. We saw Raf I think the closest basically scoreboard at the very top at the very end of the day yesterday. So I'm expecting things to heat up even more as teams get more and more desperate for those placement points on these last four games.
And yeah, honestly, for the lack of a better word, desperation is going to be it. This is, like I mentioned, the final day, and those points are not going to come by easy. We've had a very exciting day two, but now day three, everybody's going to tighten up. They are going to play potentially out of their minds. And unfortunately, for some of them, maybe they're already out of contention, but that's not, a reason to not play hard.
Yeah, it is obviously the very, very last day here. But before we talk about the last day itself, we'll talk about the journey of how we got here. The format, of course, the top 16 teams from all across Southeast Asia now are finally here. And we got four teams from each of these regions here. We got four teams from the Philippines, four from Thailand, four from Indonesia, and four from the Malaysia Singapore region. So, yeah, this is the final day, the big one. And we're going to be giving away quite a lot of prize money here at the very end of this for the number one placer. And of course, all the way up to the fifth to eighth place, people will still get prize. But we'll talk about that a little bit more later on. I'm just super hyped for this day, dude.
I am too. Again, just the top four has been so tightly contested. It really is a toss up still. And considering we haven't even had a repeat winner yet when it comes to just individual maps.
Mm-hmm.
But talking about how to get there, we will go dive into our point system, which is, the usual. One kill is going to equate to 1 point. And the higher you up in our rankings, the more points you get, with the first being at 15 points, second with 12, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, a lot of points still to be claimed for the very last days. Last day rather, whether it's through kills or whether it's through the placements, but up for grabs as well. 18,000 US dollars. What a whopping prize pool. Definitely something that you'll want to be taking home in your pocket after the end of this. With $8,000 going to the second place, third to fourth place getting 3,000 and 1,000 US dollars. Going to fifth and eighth. So people, teams. I see a lot of these teams. I don't think they're going to be getting into the first place to second place at this point. But there are teams that can still get some prize money. If you get up to eighth place, and that's at the top half of the scoreboard, you can still take home quite a lot of money. But speaking of the teams that are playing here today, here we have all of the teams. You've seen them all before, and you've seen the different representatives from each of these regions. A couple of the standouts I do want to point out: Mindset right now climbing those ranks here from Thailand. Number one TT falling down a little bit as well. We do have RRQ who had slipped, but now is working their way back up. Same thing with BBB, who has finally lost that top place. And as well as from Malaysia, nobody really stepping up too much from Malaysia, however. So that's really relatively unfortunate for them.
Yeah, again, it has been such a cutthroat tournament. This is literally the best of the best that the region has to offer. So, and that's also one of the biggest problems with competitions. There can only be one true winner, and everybody else just kind of falls short. But with a generous prize pool, no one really walks away empty-handed. And speaking of empty-handed, not even our audience is walking away empty-handed, because we do still have quite a number of giveaways to explore. But talk about the prize pool. If it is a Filipino team winning that 18,000 US dollars, that's close to a million pesos. That is not a joke.
Wow, that is definitely something to write home about. And if actually, I think anywhere in Southeast Asia, that's going to take you quite a ways away. That's definitely something that you'll want to have with you. and that's why the competition is just this stiff at this level, at this stage of the competition. So for now, here in the Sausage Man Southeast Asian Championships, we have a couple of front runners who are looking to claim that. I'm excited to see who is going to take that top spot, but we do have a few people who are starting to lead the pack, starting to lead the charge. Again, we mentioned VVV. They've fallen off from the top place. It's taken 2 days. Mindset right now, they're looking fantastic with 113 total points. VVV right behind him with 108. Team Tobruk not too far behind with 100 points. And this top four, I'd say, is very, very close. And I think anybody here from these top four can actually win the tournament, even the top five, maybe even all the way to the sixth place. Actually, it's only when you get to team number 7 and 8 when you start to see it's a little bit of a struggle now to get into those top spots.
Oh yeah. Again, mindset. I remember. I think it was the third map where they didn't even finish in our top 8. Suddenly, they go insane in the last match and just climb up so hard. And that's just a testament to how tightly contested it is. Talking about some of the teams here, though, like you mentioned, Bren Esports, they did start off fairly okay. Now it seems like they've been teetering between top 8 and being, well, not part of that. It'd be interesting to see how they kind of pull through at our final stretch, our home stretch.
Yeah,
Blacklist is also one of those teams where we expected, honestly, quite a bit more from.
absolutely. And Blacklist has been having this very hot and cold performance, very touch and go. As most of the tournament, they have been either starting off hot and then not really finding their way. The aggression, sometimes dialing it up too high, sometimes not enough. At the very start of the tournament, you saw them playing very, very passively. And I just don't know what is going on with the Blacklist right now. They were so strong, they were so dominant coming in at the very first stages of this tournament, of this regional playoff, but now it's looking like it's gone the other way. They are very much cooling down here, but let's take a little bit of a move on as we do go ahead and talk about the games that we have here today. Still the same as yesterday. It's going to be an alternating format between Battle Island and Rainbow Island.
That's right, which we have grown to be very comfortable with, and we know how these maps go. Just a little an anecdote for Blacklist. They really do have to find that balance. It is, I wouldn't say it's a little too late at the moment because I'm pretty sure we still have a lot more Sausage Man throughout the year. It's just sometimes tournaments are for discovery, and maybe this is where they finally find, oh, maybe we have to put a little more R&D here and there.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. But a lot of these teams now stepping up. And this is, again, Raf, this is the very last day. But speaking of last days, this is the last day as well for giveaways.
Oh,
And since this is the last day, we're giving away some very special prizes, Raf. We got the Sausage Man cap that you've been thirsting for quite a while. That Sausage Man umbrella that I literally need. I literally need the Sausage Man umbrella. It's the best umbrella I think I've ever seen. I need that umbrella. The Razer Kishi for Android, the Razer Hammerhead True Wireless Pro, those are pretty rock solid as well. The finger sleeve, the gold vouchers, the Sausage Man Scarecrow, that's new. And the Sausage Man bag. Is that a real Scarecrow though? Because that would be lit.
exactly. I would just like prop that up somewhere where everyone would notice.
On the
But I
lawn or
thought
something.
on the lawn, in front of the gate, anywhere really. Maybe even take it around with me when I'm gonna go mauling or just whatever. Like, oh hey, I'm glad you've noticed my Sausage Man
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
Just pull a Howl's Moving Castle and just take it around with you. I hope it'll save your life someday. But yeah, we do have date number 4. Sorry, excuse me, date number 3 right now. We have a lot of giveaways as well. On top of that, we do have the codes to be given away at the bottom left of your screen. So we'll be showing that to you later. So if you're quick, you can redeem the codes that we will be showing you, but only to the fastest of the fingers and the quickest of eyes here. But also in the meantime, we have to thank our sponsor, Razer Gold. So Razer Gold welcomes you to a world of exclusive gaming deals as the unified virtual credit for gamers worldwide. You can use Razer Gold to recharge on Sausage Man for an even better gaming experience. And to make things even sweeter, when you use Razer Gold, you get to be a part of Razer Silver, the only loyalty rewards program for gamers. With every $1 you spend with Razer Gold, you get 50 Razer Silver. Accumulate Razer Silver to redeem Razer gear, games, and digital vouchers.
That's right, and it's very, very simple. All you have to do is to visit the Sausage Man Recharge site, enter your game ID, select your server, and select your region. Select Razor Gold as your payment method. Log in with Razor Gold Wallet to complete the purchase, and there you go. Not only do you have your Razor Gold, you also have your Razor Silver. So there is a lot to benefit from.
I'm actually accumulating my Razor Silver. I've been collecting Razor Silver for like years now because I'm waiting for like the big one, like the big prize. Like one day I'm gonna redeem that mouse that I've been wanting. I think if I'm not mistaken, the Orochi is on the store.
Oh yeah.
I'm the new Orochi. I think that's also on the silver store. You can claim that. I think as well as like a keyboard. Not 100% sure. I'll have to check on it, but I do have my eyes trained on that.
Oh yeah, I'm actually really interested to get an Orochi V2 myself. Really, really good mouse. Something that a lot of people would envy you for. Something like the hat, I envy a lot of people who have the Sausage Man hat that I still don't have. Hopefully, my fate could change, but who knows? Who knows indeed.
Yeah, definitely. Only time will tell. But we are getting ready to go into the game very soon. Again, we're heading into Rainbow Island quite soon. Oh, sorry, no, excuse me, Battle Island first. And yeah, we are just waiting for the teams to really get into it. But we talked about the keys earlier on. We already have a giveaway. Bam, hitting you right with the giveaway at the very start of the stream. 100 colorful keys going to whoever can type these out the fastest. And by the time I finish this sentence, probably a couple have already redeemed it.
It really is crazy considering how generous they are. Our sponsors are how generous Sausage Man is. Those keys have been coming in droves, but the people have been way, way faster. I know that not even us have the chance to get those. We are here, we get it. But no, no, we're not fast enough.
The scarecrow is real.
Really.
Our producer is just telling me that the scarecrow is real. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit on this. So the scarecrow that we are giving away, the Sausage Man scarecrow, it's a
Is it
real
life-size,
scare.
though?
It's like a big scarecrow. This would make
Okay.
my life if I managed to. I'm gonna play today, and I'm gonna see if I get lucky. It might not be that big, but it's definitely cool that you get a little scarecrow. It's super cute.
Dude, honestly, I would love to have anything that they're giving away, right? But the scarecrow and the hat, those are top prio. The umbrella's pretty cool too. Really does like go around you, so you
Yeah,
can
it's
be
like you're
dry wherever you
safe,
go.
man. You know what I hate when you're in like a strong wind, and then you have your umbrella, and then
Mm-hmm.
like the rain will just go to you anyway because the wind is like
It
pushing the
goes
rain
around.
under the
Yeah,
umbrella. Yeah, but if you had the Sausage Man umbrella that just covers you, you don't care. You're like, yeah, whatever. I'm safe. I'm good.
that is true. That is absolutely true. But still, I wonder how big the scarecrow is, though. It might not be the biggest, like you said, but I hope it's still of decent size, just so I can just lug it around.
Yeah, just have it have it in your hands, or just like hang out with it. Just like call it Wilson or something like that, and have it be your best friend.
Well said.
Well done. uh,
Mm.
yeah, we're just waiting on the game, guys. So we're gonna get started very, very soon. Again, this is the very last day, so make sure to cheer on and support all of your favorite teams because they will be needing it, especially those who are
Mm.
in the second half, the lower half of the scoreboard.
That is true. That is true. Do not ever waver with your teams. I see a lot of people just kind of support teams because they're successful, but hey guys, the success will pass. Teams eventually will go on a down, and that's just the way it is. That's just how sports work. That's just how esports work. So just be faithful to your team, and they'll be good to you too, unless they're the Toronto Raptors, I guess. But that's just the NBA
Ah.
fan. Oh my god, but it's all good. It's all good. And we are jumping right into the game. We are going to be look at mindset as they jump into the circus here. Hopefully they don't find anyone clowning around for too much. We have a very, very interesting flight path this time around. A complete opposite of what we saw quite a few times already, which was very dominant towards the east side of the map. Now we have something that leans towards the west a little bit.
Yeah, good flight trajectory here. It's not as standard or clear cut as we're used to seeing. Definitely will pose a challenge to some teams, but I believe that we should have a fairly even distribution of teams all throughout the map. I doubt we'll see people go all the way to the castle side. Actually, you know what? Maybe a couple teams will long drop to castle. I don't imagine we'll have anyone end up at edge or royal bin there, but it should still be a lot of space for these teams to get a little bit of loot in and just hang out for the late game.
And we do see quite a bit of unoccupied points of interest towards the south. I'm pretty sure a lot of teams are going to be moving towards that. But man, GDT1 and number 1, they've been at each other's throats since day one. They've had very similar drop points and have had so many altercations with each other. Doesn't look like that is going to change anytime soon, as they are each other's first opponent this time around.
Yeah, they're dropping into the same spot, and they're probably gonna run into each other sooner rather than later. Let's see how that turns out here. As number 1, they're looking to come back in this because they have fallen. They used to be like so high up, and I think they were a second place team at some point, right behind BBVV.
hmm
But ever since day number 1, it's just been like a slow decline.
It has been a slow decline. And yeah, this time too, I'm wondering if the approach for both these teams are any different because, like I said, they've had a lot of early scuffles in the previous outings. Does look like they have a healthy amount of loot. The health situations or the med situation could be better, but Battle Island has been fairly generous with all types of loot. GDT1's pink looks to scout just a tiny bit ahead. I think Hams could be the first person to be spotted out here, but the sound cues could be giving their positions away as well.
Well, not much ado for now as they just both look to scope out the rest of the competition and see what's going on. How are you feeling today, Raf? I'm hearing a little bit of coughing on your end. I know you probably muted it, but as a concerned friend and co-caster, you know, want to
I
make sure
think I'm
you're okay.
developing the black lung.
Oh no.
Nah, I'm doing a bit better these days. But you know what else is doing better is these gunfights between WDC and RS. But it does look like WDC, they're coming out of this on top. And boy, that was a quick one. I think
Wow.
that's RS out of contention now.
Now they got one more, I think. Yeah.
Yes, they do. Does run into the garage here, but how
He's so
long
dead,
is
though.
Jawa gonna last? Ooh,
Yeah, Ja
not
was
very
gone.
long.
Oh, they have SM still alive, so there was 2 players left. But man, WDC coming out swinging here. And I don't think he can get his team rezzed up, and he did give up his position. WDC, they want to be a little bit careful as how to approach this, but that's a lot of damage. I don't think he'll be able to heal off this. Kanat should be able to finish it off, and with the Vector, he does. WDC straight off the bat, starting strong with 4 kills, already a squad wipe, and that's the first team gone here in Battle Island.
And that was quick. That was very quick considering we are on Battle Island. The Wisdom community have been fairly quiet in our previous days. This time they look to make a little bit more noise. Suha is also very similar. They take quite a number of passive routes before they actually try and do anything. Although that could change as uh, team number 9 is here, and it's MG, the Magic Esports team, ready to throw hands here. A lot of shots already getting thrown out, but so far no considerable damage has been shown. And look at that circle. Oh my goodness.
That is so
That is
unforgiving. That is just not a good circle for players here. I'd say a good 30-40% of that circle is in the water. That's going to limit the play zone by so much. But for the first time in like forever, it's like EVOS has been given a gift. Here, a circle specifically for you. You don't even have to leave your island. You just got to stay there and you're going to get some points. See if they can survive though.
they needed it badly. Again, Evos has been struggling. They've been struggling pretty hard all throughout the tournament. Hopefully this is the day where they kind of rectify that. Although the points might be ways away, they still feels good to do well, no matter what the situation is. We do have stop time here, just kind of looting. And thank you, by the way, for asking how I am doing. Feeling a little better these days, but this is just also a reminder for everyone to stay safe, guys.
Drink
Do
your vitamins.
drink your vitamins, eat all the. Do we have like
Maybe get
gummy
yourself a
vitamins?
quantum stone.
It's science, by the way, quantum science.
You ever seen those pendants that keep you safe from COVID?
By the
Anyway,
way, guys, those don't actually work.
yeah,
Okay,
don't
we're
do
just
it.
gonna say that they
Don't do
don't
it.
work.
We will
Yeah,
never advise anyone to get those. But if if you believe that, you just live your life, live your truth, man. That's all I'm saying.
that's all he's saying. There's again, we're just trying to keep you safe. We're just trying to keep you safe. That's all we're doing. As number one and GDT1, they have not moved at all. And on to my original question, I wonder if there's adult gummy vitamins.
There
Because I know
are.
I need those. I need those.
You can just get any gummies though, and they qualify.
Really?
Yeah, they're not just for kids.
Hmm. I see. I may have been a little too faithful to the to the label there. Yeah, well, what is it? I guess if it's for kids, there's just less of a dosage, so I guess you just have to eat more gummy bears. But talking about gummy bears, there is a little bit of a sweet gift there. Taking that, but look at this. Just as soon as I talk about sweetness, we are greeted with violence. As GDT1, they look to have the advantage in this fight. It is going to be Nez to be the last person alive on this number one team. But GDT1, they look to be merciless. They don't want anybody to escape. Nez looks to make a valiant last stand, but the DP28 already shaving quite a number of uh, health away from him. GDT1's Kiki is scavenging for as much supplies as he can before they take out Nez. Nez can't be feeling too good about this.
No.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. That just RS will have a little bit of a rough start, and we're seeing a lot of action very early on, which is a little surprising here. It's still a 1v2 though, so this is still possible actually for RS. A little bit of a trouble here. Danny, oh, he misses it. He doesn't see the res coming through. Walks past him. His teammate getting for the bait. Bait doesn't really work out so much. Danny still gets out. They try to finish the deal. But here, he still gets one. But only one as Danny falls. As Ultima, they survive. 3 players still alive. They got one finished off. But there's a respawn beacon right beside them. No problem.
No problem indeed. Meanwhile, Nez has still avoided the hunt. Kiki is very, very unfortunate that he doesn't have a scan available to him at the moment. That otherwise, this would have been a very, very quick cleanup. As Kiki is still searching the houses here. Meanwhile, at the shipyard, at the dock, quite a bit of action is happening as well. RSG and MG, they are exchanging some friendly bullets that have unfriendly intentions. Mad Mars has the high ground here, but so far hasn't really found anything for him. But Nez, on the other side of things, does get Fadla and might even get the thirst here, as Flexi is just chilling here, waiting for any overextension to come from RSG. But RSG, they have been pretty consistent going upwards in the last 2 days. Hopefully they can continue that, but just how slow this fight has been, this could be a test of patience for them.
Yeah, well, just another team that is also on the rise. Resurgence here. They started off strong. And if they can get this, a lot of momentum on their side on the first day, this could really help them get to that first place slot. So Hybrid looking to entry here. Looking to be the first one. Goes from up on above. Can't find the shots. He dropping down. He does get taken down. Gets punished for his aggression here. Another player does drop. Stop time has. Ship. He does fall to Barry, and Barry is a phenom time and time again. But he has a couple more players to find here, dipping and dodging between the crates behind them. Above him, Morpheus. This time he swallowed both pills. And that's going to be Barry, who's found another, yet again, one player left standing on the MG side. It's all up to Flexi. He has to survive for his team. Regis could be coming through. Barry walks into him. Doesn't matter. He still gets taken down. Flexi in this 1v1 against Kuya Jess. Could this be the turnaround here for MG?
That indeed is the question, as Kuya Jess is going to come in from the skies. Will land a shot on Flexi, will force Flexi to go back into cover. Now this 1v1 is over, getting spicy and spicy. What an aggressive move by Kuya Jess here, trying to grapple inwards towards Flexi. But does Flexi know? He gets juked!
Oh! Flexi!
Oh my goodness. He got his
Oh,
ankles
that came
broken.
down to the wire. And he's going to be able to get his respawn beacons for his team. He has to move against the circle, though, but he's at least going to have a lot of loot. It is only circle number 1, so it's not going to be a problem, even if he goes all the way to Pearl Island and goes for those respawns.
That indeed is a very, very big possibility, as cannot. It looks like he's stuck. Oh, he got stuck. The pony decided it wanted a refuel. And it does look like we are going to be taking a little bit of a peek between our queue here, and I believe this is Team Magic. They are very close to each other. We might actually see some Mad Max action here, but that looks like it is not meant to be, as RRQ decide to be a little bit more passive. And Yuiko even finds an extra pony for himself.
Yeah. Every time I hear the sound effect, it just warms my heart and cheers up my day just a little bit more.
It is indeed a very, very satisfying sound. And it looks like they're just kind of driving circles around each other here. They're not very interested in fighting. Instead, they're just, hey guys, look what I have. It is very nice, very cool. But now we have Blacklist, who have been, underperforming as of late. Hopefully they can find the balance that they've been seeking for so long. They are pretty geared, so if they could take a fight right now, that would not be too much of a hindrance for them. They are in the circle too, so maybe that's another factor to consider. Has Matt found a UFO? Maybe they're going back to their classic strat, where they just kind of take aerial supremacy.
Yeah, maybe it could work out for them just like the previous days, but the circle will force a lot of players' hands. It is so tiny, a lot of bridge crossing. And the problem is, you still don't know which side of the river it will end up on. Is it going to be on the west or on the east? It's such a guessing game here. Very difficult for teams. They're going to have to play this very, very smart.
They'll have to indeed, as WDC, they finally try to take a fight here against team number 5, who's been dancing circles around them too. And oh my goodness, again the pony. We've been talking about it so much, and it does look like Rhea. I don't even think you need to kill the smaller slimes. Don't do it. Aw, maybe karma is gonna have their way with WDC for such heinous crimes. Heinous crimes.
Aggressive start here for a lot of these teams, and the circle is really pretty much the reason for that. The party area has just been shrinking in unfavorable spots. So the more this is reducing, the more teams have to fight each other for that little ounce of positioning. And that's why you're seeing so many teams eliminated very early on here. However, let's take a little bit of a look at VVV. They're currently in second place, not far behind. They haven't gotten any eliminations, but they are playing this quite safe. They know that if they get eliminated a little too early, this just might this might just ruin, their chances of taking first place.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We haven't seen too much of them either. So, well, what we are seeing is 100 colorful keys on the bottom left of our screen, ladies and gents. Do be quick, do be fast, as those are not gonna last. Oh, accidental rhymes there. But yeah, this circle has been speeding up the game by a considerable amount. We are already down to, 12 teams, as Evos still cannot find a break here, although they have found a place to hunker down. Why is Kimex all the way here, though, is the question. Ultima are very, very happy to punish such an overextension, as the rest of Evos are pretty much helpless to watch their teammate just get annihilated by Ultima. And now it does look like Ultima, they want to clear out the rest of Evos. They know they have the numbers advantage now, and they already even have 5 eliminations to their name. So they're feeling good about themselves. They want to continue the streak.
Yeah, and rightfully so. As the sooner they get control over airport, the sooner they'll have free reign over the west side, the safer they'll feel moving closer across the circle. So them trying to clear this out, it I just forgot my point because this is like the cutest thing. They're just holding up like here, just waiting for a crossfire. They're holding a crossfire and they're just waiting for somebody to come in. Oh
Which
dear.
which really raises the question again: what was Kim X doing outside when they had a perfectly safe crossfire? Maybe Kim X was on the looting duty. Hey guys, I'm gonna go look for ammo, but instead he found his demise. His blacklist have entered the fight, has entered the scuffle. They are now taking this hill, just scouting out to see if they can third party anybody. But it seems that they've decided to harass the silly dragon. And I love that the silly dragon has moves, just moving to avoid all those shots. Blacklist, they seem to have yet another hit squad here, but this time on a building, trying to shoo the silly dragon away and keeping their UFO safe. But yeah, like sometimes just looking at the game, it's just so adorable. You know it is a tactically sound strategy, but just looking at these angry, angry sausages with red shirts, just can't help but get distracted.
I would love some anti-air guns. Like this should be punishable, you know?
Hmm.
I think this should be punishable by like some sort of like sticky grenade or like RPG that is homing. That would make this I think a lot more competitive because if you get on like a vehicle like this, you should be able to be blown up, all of you.
Yeah, definitely. Because a lot of times it does feel very free, especially in the hands of very, very, very good players like these guys. It just feels like the silly dragon takes way too many hits, even with strong weapons like the part of the cannon. As WDC, they are in a bit of a fight. Not really. They're just kind of teasing RRQ right now, just letting them know that we're here. Don't be peeking. And talk about the circle too. I was just about to say that boat spawns aren't very common. We did see one boat, so maybe that's a viable strat for this circle specifically. Because typically we don't get too many circles like this on Battle Island.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, this is one of the more interesting circles that we have seen. And it is really showing its fangs right now. Finally, Ultima, I think they're a little bit. No, they're going to wait a little bit more. I was going to say they're tired of waiting, but they don't want to make any mistakes here. I think they should just pull the trigger. But it looks like they have. They've already gone in. That's a knockdown. One's down already. They've already found two, actually. Two players from Ultima have dropped. And it's still a 2v2. So it's winnable for anybody, really. Ash looking to go for the punish. He does get a knockdown. As another trade does come in, 1v1. Darwin left standing here for the side of Evos up against Bray. Bray, can you do it? He's at his back turn, but the turnaround play cannot come in. Evos wipe out Ultima, and this is one of the bright spots here for Evos.
And Evos, they catch a second wind. And this circle, oh my goodness, still quite a bit of water. And we have Evil, which is a very, very good fragger, fall to the zone. Very unfortunate there for Bren to lose such a pillar of their squad. But it does look like this airport control might be for not, as it has already allowed most players to cross the bridge here. But Evos, I think this is the longest we've seen them survive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I think this is the most kills that we've seen them get. So a little bit late to peak, but better late than never. You know, who knows? They might
Hmm.
still find their way into the top half. I mean, there are still 4 games. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's rather unlikely, but still got to make a showing. You got to put your name out there, even if you are placing quite low. You want to, there's pride at stake, man.
Oh, absolutely. Um, Again, the prize money is very, very good. It's very enticing, but when you're a competitor, you're really competing to win. It's all about that glory. It really is a big part of it. And a lot of these players, if not all of them, understand this. And no matter where they place, it's still gonna hurt when you're not gonna win, even if you are walking away with prize money still. It's still gonna hurt when you lose. But looking at Suhas now, who have been fairly quiet still, looming around the edges of the circle, maybe looking for people or very, very late stragglers. And RIW on this pony is taking a little bit of fire from GDT1.
Yeah. By the way, I wanted to point out Resurgence. They got a crucial piece of map control here. Pretty much one of the best compounds that they can find. However, this is a very desirable piece of land, and as with all real estate, people will be fighting for it. So I imagine a lot of teams will be trying to collapse on that in that little compound that the Resurgence has. That's Team 11 up on the northeast. So I'm expecting a lot of teams to try and go for this. Mindset, one of the top teams right now, the number one team right now. Um, they're trying to make an approach towards it. I think they're going to be scouting it out. And in fact, they will have some information. They will be exchanging gunfire. Nobody going down just yet, but Hybrid does take a lot of damage.
That they do, as the circle will really promote aggression here, if not force. As Abu with his mech is really oppressing RSG right now. Will break that door. Mad Mars has no safety
Ooh.
here, but the RPG from Sphere will come in, finding Barry. They do pop that protective bubble, but how long is it gonna stop MS from surging in? He is just doing his best at holding them off, trying to get as many kills as he can before they might fall. But Sphere gets yet another one here.
Oh.
We just nearly lands yet another killing blow. Abu in this mech wants to help out on this fight as much as he can. Sphere will finally fall to Hybrid. We do have codes there, but there's just so much action going on.
Yeah, Hybrid able to duck and dodge his way in. He was able to find another one. Is able to even heal up here, so it's a 2v2, sure. But I do have to say, this is an advantage for Hybrid right now. Oh, as he gets another one down, and he's found Sphere. Now the only person standing is that player in the mech. That's Abu. So this is a little bit better right now for the side of Resurgence because of all the cover they have. A mech, not the best thing to have right now in this situation. Tokens will be claimed, but does not matter because what a play from Resurgence. They survive. They lose members though, sure, but they hang on a little bit longer and get a few more points. They do have to deal with TMT though, who is trading their sights on their position right now, and as well as another team here. Suha's playing from the water will be another thorn in the side of Resurgence as well.
And you hate to see it happen. If Suha's fall right now, they're not going to have the greatest amount of points. If not, they might just walk away with one. The one will finish off Canuts there, as VVV now will be operating on a deficit. LJ gets thirsted as well. And RSG, despite limping from that last fight, still looking pretty good as the one in TMT. They look to aggress on this wounded RSG. The one looks to provide the aggression here from the skies, as Rechi is gonna circle from the opposite side here. Now they look to jump, they look to dive, but RSG, they've found a little bit of a home here in this building. Jess tries to walk away with a cuddly shark, but do not turn your back on such an aggressive squad, and I believe that could be the end for RSG in the blink of an eye. Wow.
That's the problem with holding a compound like this. Like I said earlier, man, it is prime real estate. If you hold it first, you have to be able to hold it all across, all the way to the end here. And they certainly weren't able to do it. After a second team came in, the first one already Mindset proved to be very, very difficult here. One thing that is interesting, though, is Mindset having been eliminated early on. Well, not so early, but this early means that VVV has a good chance. Now, interestingly as well, VVV, they don't have all their members up. So the battle for first and second is very, very much close here. So anybody really could step up. It's all up to the remaining players of VVV to reclaim that #1 place.
That was a scary sight there. I think it was Hima. Somebody had to beat on him, and we just swapped cameras. It was like, oh, that better not give him a good clean cut, as we are going to be taking a gander at that bridge again. Iron Fist, or rather most of VVV right now, they look pretty healthy. And Suha's, like I said, since they kind of put all their eggs in the placement basket, they might walk away with just 1 point if they're very unlucky. Because once again, those points, they really have to come from frags too.
This circle is amazing for VVV right now. They have found themselves a little bit of space to work with here. Long range shot. Wow, look at that. Simply takes down another player here from so far away. That's Pinoy. Snipes, man. Wesley Snipes.
Man, I am so excited for Marshala Ali to be Blade, though. I mean, we'd love to see Wesley again, but that is not something we'd like to see as Zero. Does get peppered down, could potentially give away some points, but gets healed up rather quickly here. Iron Fist, here's the gunfights. Might want to go around here as Himas from 400 meters away will find Zero. Rayang does get taken down as well. And the Bren boys, they are in a bit of a scuffle with WDC. WDC, they have a numbers advantage. But the question is, can they capitalize on that? As most of them are kind of stuck behind this rock. Oh, and they are really playing at the edges of this circle. The damage is going to come, but CJ Ara will be the terror. We'll find one. Evil does get traded out. And the fight still ongoing. March, a little bit of an overextension there, playing from open space. Will get punished, and WDC. Oh boy.
1v1. CJ Ara, I think the only one. No, it's a 1v2 right now. They got the res off here. That's going to be another set of kills to be found. 4 eliminations for Bren and decent placement. WDC, the Wisdom crew rather, can they find the edge to survive? Cannot, is just hiding behind this tree here. I don't think he can save his team. I don't think he can do it. It's very, very tough spot, and he is just waiting outside, trying to heal himself up here. He knows he's still vulnerable from multiple angles. He will try to make a move now. Will get spotted. CJR doesn't want to get too careless, and it is a standoff right now.
Standoff indeed. The first to flinch might be the one to lose, as Cannot. Very bold move to play out of cover here. Very, very bold move. CJ Ara not entirely sure where his opponent is. So the game of information is really, really strong. But CJ Ara, I think he's hesitating on what to do here. Meanwhile, Himas not having the greatest time of his life. He is faced with the challenge of avoiding as much detection as he can, as RRQ have prime bridge control. And GDT1 also looking down on the bridge, making this such a lethal crossfire. And 6ix9ine, although he does get a UFO, might not be able to get his teammate here, making him the sole survivor for Blacklist.
The thing is here for RRQ, sure, they have bridge control, but they're also pinched. You got Himas on one side, and I think there's another member of VVV on the other side of the bridge. Suha's right underneath him. So RRQ might have bridge control, but they're taking a lot of fire, sniper fire from everywhere. And they're actually a lot more vulnerable than we may think here. So they will have to fight their way off of this bridge. And the circle now coming in smaller and smaller. What can they really do to get across here? RRQ, they need to do better. They haven't had the best of games. They still have 0 kills, 0 eliminations. But at this point, they have fairly decent placement points.
Oh, that they do. They definitely have more than enough placement points. And Suhas, oh dear me, couldn't even find a frag here. As RRQ's... Oh, you're right. Himas could be in prime position to steal this away from everybody. Although he's playing the patience game, 6ix9ine, I believe, has detected him.
Oh no!
Gets eliminated, gets executed from behind. You hate to see that happen, as TMT have bigger problems on their hands here, trying to find as much shelter as they can. Is Blacklist trying to fend off RRQ. Meanwhile, Bian has put himself between a rock and a hard place, and Blacklist, they take care of RRQ.
Yeah, RRQ now removed, so a little bit better this time for the team of Blacklist. Controlled aggression. That's definitely going to help them out a tiny, tiny bit here. As, you know, the fact that VVV still surviving another team getting eliminated, they're going to look what they're doing. VVV, they're literally just sending him out to play for the heals. And that's what he's going to do all the way, I think, until the end of the game. So VVV, they might not get second place here. They will probably get something like fourth. Or maybe even third if they're lucky.
If they're lucky is the biggest question here. But GDT1, they look really good. Still having a full squad and have a commanding presence over this play area. As Blacklist, they've recovered tiny bit, has burnt a bit of resources to do that. But TMT, they also have a little bit of a perch here on this hill. So really, on the road here is no man's land. If anybody decides to cross it, could potentially be instant death. As Blacklist, they probably want to play vertical here, and that they do. At least they're trying to do that, as everybody's already shooting them.
Yeah. Well, from up and above GD, they have 4 members up. Oh, nice shot from Fadlan. He's able to to take down Matt right now. He is still out in the open, not afraid to take on another fight and try to finish off that kill. Gonna be trying to go from up and above again, spot out a little bit more as Blacklist, they're whittling down, whittling away, nades coming in. And that's gonna be a lot of nade fire, still alive somehow. They don't get it just right, but oh my god! The RPG just taking out Blacklist. Perfectly placed right there. What a shot.
I think he shot it through the window too.
Yeah, threaded the needle on that one.
Absolutely insane. As we see TMT and GDT1, it is going to be a bit of a standoff here, as it is going to be 2 full teams. This is not something that's fairly common, but this is definitely going to be interesting. As GDT1, they employ the tree strap.
4v4, and not a lot of utility left for both of these teams. Not a lot of vehicles either. Nobody really having it. I see no mechs. It's all going to be about skill. But speaking of skill, Pink does drop as he falls from the sky. No head armor on Richie's, but he gets another right there. Ooh. Nicely timed shot as well. And TMT, they're making this happen. Trying to push up closer. The res does come through right now. I mean, the revive. Sorry, not the res, yeah. The res does come through, but still they have to find 3 more players here for GD.
Yeah, and they can still turn this around, as Rechi is kind of limping. Fadlan doesn't land that shot as quickly as he could have, but Sugus on a massive flank gets quickly denied. And we have a little bit of an exchange here. Even game, we have 2 players left alive. What a shot by Yukon!
Oh, it's a double! He gets the last 2 in the middle of the air, like playing Duck Hunt in the spray control. What a game. And I have to say, Raph, this is probably the best game of Battle Island I think I've ever seen. Absolutely amazing. TMT, just when you think GD were set to take it, they get denied by TMT, skyrocketing them yet again. Let's take a look at the highlights, because there certainly were a lot.
Hey, it's hard to disagree with this being one of the best Battle Island games that we've witnessed, as it was very, very action-packed, very unusual for Battle Island, because typically it is very slow. But I love this fight here. I think this was when Kuya just landed the jukes, but we are going to be moving on from that, as there's been a lot of indoor violence in this map alone.
Yeah. Whew. We're gonna have to take a breath after that, sure, for certain, because that was wow.
Wow is really one of the things that we can only say. Oh yeah, this is the fight where the jukes, where the ankle breakers happened. And I just love how the verticality in this game is just super functional. Even on foot, but oh, Barry. Oh, that was a bad whiff. I think that was a pretty terrible whiff. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, again, we have a new winner here today. TMT, they're back in the game. They're back in the picture. They were, I'd say, plateauing quite a little bit into this tournament. But we have, again, another victory. They are going to be the kings of the party. I absolutely love what we just saw from them, and I think that, you know, if they can keep this up, they make a very good argument that they can take one of the top places. I think they were third place. No, maybe not third, maybe like 5th place or something like that from the standings. Well, we'll find out very soon, definitely. But TMT, man, they have gotten a lot of points in that last game.
Yeah, and I think we are still on the theme that no team has had a repeat win yet, if I'm not mistaken. No team has won twice yet, right? At least on the maps.
Yeah.
Ooh. And that just shows how, once again, how competitive it has been all weekend long. Hopefully we get to see more of that, especially with Rainbow Island coming up. If this was fast, then Rainbow Island's only gonna go faster, which also begs the question, how fast would it be considering it is the last day?
It goes back to the point that we talked about earlier, Raph. It's just that teams are really desperate and struggling for points now. They know that this is the last day. It's crunch time, so they are in the zone. But let's take a look at this. The perfect
Oh,
rocket shot. Oh my
oh,
god.
disgusting.
Beautiful.
That is disgusting. And just giving the RPG quite a bit of love, because that's not something you see as much, or at least we didn't see it too much in the last tournament. Now it's definitely been one of the most used weapons. And also, we have our final standoff here, which
Wow.
were two full teams. And what a way to end that map with such a beautiful, beautiful spray down. And as you can see,
Oh,
wow.
look at this. A new first place team. Team Tubrok 7K TMT. They get it. They are now the number one team with 128 points, overthrowing VVV. Meanwhile, Mindset just a hair behind VVV as well. Resurgence doing decently. They're getting fourth. But this is a race. And look at how far RRQ have shot up. They're back to fifth place after that last one.
I find it so hard to wrap my head around how, honestly, how fickle the placements have been for these teams, because it just doesn't seem like anybody can be kept to just one spot. We even have Blacklist finding their way into top 8 again, which is very, very interesting. Bren, although on the other hand, is the one to fall. But this time around, we finally see a little bit of movement in the at the very bottom. It's now Suhas has been overtaken by Evos. And man, what a day we have ahead of us.
Yeah, Evos definitely, I'd say showing up a little bit more than previously. So this is a good sign for them. But yeah, welcome back. Joining us here in the Southeast Asian Championships of Sausage Man. And we are indeed going to be going into game number 2 very, very soon. It's going to be Rainbow Island, our personal favorite map, which is one I feel like it's always so very exciting to play. May not be the player's favorite maps, but definitely it's one that I constantly look forward to. But in the meantime, of course, do want to give away a couple more things. The activity winners, we have them for you right now. Congratulations to you guys.
Oh,
Oh, only 4.
a 4, but still pretty hefty here, as we are going to announce that the $10 Razor Gold vouchers go to Hannah Gador. The Sausage Man umbrella goes to Zera Mea Escobido. The Sausage Man yellow cap goes to Anderson Blake. Good for you. Sausage Man bag goes to Jerry R. Elizalde. Again, guys, congratulations. Congratulations. No, I'm not salty at all. Don't give me
No.
that look.
Yeah, definitely. But congratulations. Yeah, the umbrella. May it serve you well. I know that just look at it. It's got you covered up to your like shoulders. Like it's just the best umbrella. It's just the best umbrella.
But I would need an umbrella if I had Actually, no, I probably still would. But if you guys are wondering what we are giving away, thanks to the generosity of Sausage Man and, of course, our beautiful sponsors, we're giving away a Sausage Man Scarecrow, a Sausage Man bag, 3 Sausage Man umbrellas, 3 Sausage Man yellow caps, a Razer Kishi for Android, Razer Hammerhead True Wireless Pro, and the Razer Gaming Finger Sleeves. And all you have to do is to like and share our live stream video, comment, notify, and don't forget those very, very important hashtags, which are Sausage Man and Sausage Man Championship.
Yeah, definitely. Easy peasy is 1 and 2. So that's all you got to do. And we also have other giveaways at the bottom left of your screen. So those codes that we will be flashing all across the day, not even in game, even just when we're waiting, even when I don't know, just whenever we just show them and you get some prizes as long as you're quick.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be quick here, of course. It is the battle of the quickest sausages. And this is for once in your life, the one time that you will want to be the quickest sausage. But we'll be going back to our faces and saying we have another game on our hands here. Any expectations for the upcoming game here? We're going to Rainbow Island on the last day. What are your thoughts here, Raph?
Maybe it might be a peculiar game of Rainbow Island. Maybe it's going to be slower than usual because it has been an inverse. Our Battle Island was pretty fast for, all things considered. So maybe it is going to be one of the weird ones for Rainbow Island. But
Yeah.
TMT taking the top spot. That's interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Taking the top spot is very much a big boost to their confidence right now. And I think if the teams can see the scoreboards and the standings, TMT especially would have just been emblazoned by it. It's an absolute. It's like fire catching fire. You know, you see it, and then suddenly, damn, they're on. They're just everywhere. And I think a lot of the teams are realizing this as well. Resurgence, they're having a great run here too. Another team that just performed lights out here. Mindset, unfortunately, they didn't do so well themselves. They lost, I think, a little bit fairly early on after that engagement in the Northeast. But still, they are still in the running. I think they are number 3 right now, right behind BVV. Yeah, they are.
And that being said, they still have a very, very legitimate chance of jumping up on the ladder here, maybe even taking top spot af- after this map, considering how Rainbow Island has been pretty good to Resurgence. It's really been, adjusting to their playstyle, or it's a very good fit for them, is what I'm trying to say here. Am I fumbling my words tonight? I guess it's all the excitement and adrenaline for the Sea Sausage Man Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. We are just, however, waiting for the game to sort of resume. So meanwhile, while we're waiting for all the teams to get back into the game, into the lobby, make sure you sit down, relax, and grab some snacks while we get into the next game itself. Though I don't know about you, Ref, but I think it's time for that sausage pizza.
Ooh.
I've been thinking about it. So.
As you can see, it is potentially stressing Illustrada out, because it is one of those things where I shouldn't have this too often. But what is really stopping me? Is it me? Is it the process of ordering? Or is it just because sometimes it's a little too greasy?
Yeah, I'm just trying to lose some weight, man. I mean, can't have too much sausage in your life, otherwise you turn
true.
into a very chunky sausage. You don't want that.
Mm-hmm. But I do believe 2022 is going to be a healthier start for a lot of people. That's very ironic, considering I am fairly sick right now. Who am I to say?
Yeah,
Oh
me
boy.
neither. I don't think anybody is really in the best of conditions to be getting healthy, but you got to try. In this day and age, trying to
Yeah.
be healthy is something that we can use to fight off any potential sicknesses that may be coming our way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And oh goodness me though. Now that you've mentioned pizza, what pizza am I ordering soon?
You are ordering a Italian sausage pizza.
I don't think we've had this conversation before, but pineapples on pizza, yay or nay for you?
I honestly, I don't care. I will eat any pizza if it has pineapples. So be it. I
So
think
be it.
people who are against pineapples need to get a grip. Just relax. Just relax. It's pizza. Just eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very, very hard to go wrong with pizza. Although I do draw my lines with some of the more chocolatey pizzas. I don't think I've ever tried one that has satisfied my taste buds.
Yeah, I don't like those either. I don't like dessert pizzas. I just
Yeah,
don't.
just
But
doesn't
there
make
was
sense.
one that Gordon Ramsay made that I think, well, obviously because he's Gordon Ramsay, he made like a lemon curd sweet pizza, and it was really good.
But I guess it's also the prepper. I think lemon would make sense, right? Because it's also along the lines of pineapple, where
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah, it was like a sweet
yeah.
dessert pizza.
Yeah, but chocolate, I don't know. That just doesn't seem like it would make a lot of
Yeah.
sense. But what does make a
I
lot
do
of
love
sense?
crepes though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love
Yep.
those. Oh god, talk about food again. It is so unavoidable, but talking about the flight path, it was straight down the middle. And what do we
What?
have here? It's Magic finding TMT. If TMT die right here, then that could potentially be goodbye to the top spot.
No,
It's the number 1 curse from the last tournament. Oh no.
dude. eh, m- VVV and MS, they are celebrating right now as this is happening, but they might not want to celebrate too soon because there still are 2 members of TMT that they do have to find. They have gotten a knockdown, so it is still a 2v4 right now at the moment. Still getting shot from the back. Oh no, he misses it, and it's Plexi who does it. What a play right there. And I think this has got to be it. Sugus, he's got to run. Play for placement points. Get out. Run. He's going for a res, I think.
Yeah,
He gets one back up. He does. So it's still back to a 2v3. A fairly decent chance for TMT here, but if you ask me, it might be time to dip out.
it might be. I don't think. Well, taking the coins is still in the realm of possibility, but MG, they are on the hunt. They are thirsty. They're bloodthirsty, and I think they know exactly where TMT is. They're already setting up quite a
Oh,
good
what
perimeter
the
here.
hell is this circle? That is
Oh
just
man.
so brutal. What is up with the circles today? They are just not giving anybody a chance. This is insane.
I like how the flight path was a bit of a tease. Yeah, let's have it straight down the middle. The possibilities of where to drop are endless. But look at this circle, though. Look at it.
Oh dear.
As-
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
TMT gone. TMT is out. The number one team out first. The number one performing team, the number one ranked team right now in the tournament on the final day have just gotten eliminated. This means VVV and MS, all they have to do is live a little bit longer to knock them down a peg. Wow.
Oh dear. You're absolutely right. Now that vacates the spot for most of the other teams to take advantage of, and it does look like Evos have somehow wandered into this fight. Sean is down. Not the greatest position for them to be in. As RS and RRQ, they look to exchange blows here. And they finally thirst off away Sean and the rest of Evos too. It looks like they're having a little bit of trouble. RRQ's D-Roy is having a field day trying to land those free hits. Pinoy has a bit of a view here of the situation, but so far hasn't really found any of the remaining members of RS. But D-Roy has an idea where it is, and even uses that MP5 to find Killer.
Now, RRQ, they've lost one player, but they're still in a decent chance. Carl, oh, quick on the trigger. He's able to get one, but one is all he gets. Doesn't even finish off the kill for the final point. Tries to thirst him, does get punished. And so RRQ will live to fight another day here. Suhas, though, not in a great spot as well. They're currently being surrounded by RS and Blacklist. They've just lost one player as well. So things are not looking too nice right now. Suhas, they're just getting picked off one after the other. And it's looking like Ultima is taking down Blacklist as well somewhere on the other side of the map.
Yep, and we are going to be taking a gander at RS. Bell might find a stray Rani here. Or I don't think... Oh, I was just about to say Bell doesn't even know that Rani is here. And Rani gets a bit of a freebie. Might even get a helmet for his troubles here. And that was an interesting exchange, to say the least. But now RSG, the rest of them, they are going to go to that sound, you know. Sound in this game is like attracting moths to a light, as Kuya
Oh.
Jess will get lit up from ways away there.
Yeah, Kuya Jess just barely peeks his head over the hill, the crest of the hill right there, and then just gets absolutely mauled by the players of RS. They will be able to get him up, though, I think. As he rounds the corner. SM, what a play! Finds Mad Mars. Now Resurgence is in dire trouble. Can't finish the kill right now, though, so it's still up to Hybrid and Barry.
Indeed it is, as Barry is trying to fly in here, trying to assess the situation, but we'll have to play medic, as SM is also running for the hills here, literally. Kami is a bit of a sprint away from Zhao, so that is important seconds being burnt off this fight. Although we are going to be taking a look at Ultima, who have found a compound to rest and maybe gather as much loot as they can. Bray is looking to be aggressive, but so far can't really find anything at the moment.
Yeah. However, Resurgence, they're starting to win the fight right now. They've gotten another kill, another down rather at least, so this bodes well for them. As it looks like Resurgence have cleaned it up. Oh no. There's, I think RS is running away. Yeah,
Hmm.
they've gone ahead and ran away. That was team 13, I'm fairly certain. So now they're just gonna go to the northeast and just start to loot in that general direction.
And once again, it is fairly peaceful. After those initial fights, it's okay. I'm sorry, game. I am truly sorry as Iron Fist tries to climb in a window. What is going on? It just seems like there's so many players just randomly scattered around. What reason
Yeah,
did Kim X have to be here anyway? Like, there's no loot anymore. The team's not there. I guess he was just kind of playing hide and seek there, and this time around he prevails. But once again, Sound will attract more players to that location, as Brand they might continue their Road Warrior rampage.
yeah, they're quite fond of doing this strategy here in Rainbow Island. They really like to, just get a couple of vehicles and then just try to take fights whenever they can. It does pay off for them for the most part. Last time they did this, it didn't really get them too much. It did net them, I think, 8 points last time they ran it. So fairly successful now. But Kim X, he is being sniffed out. There, oh dear, there's even a mech. If they find where Kim X here, he's just absolutely dead. But if you can find the speed in your fingers, you can find the colorful keys in your inventories. As the bottom left of your screens, we now finally have another set of giveaways for you guys.
Yes, they do, and Kim X has been playing the possum game here. It does look like we are gonna have a bit of a fight, and an early Excalibur
Oh,
for Momo, who's been excellent with his weapon. We'll find one, but this time with a Groza onto Nez.
what?
What a shot! Oh, what?
No, it was his
Huh?
teammate who got it. It was his teammate.
Still, yeah, that would have been crazy if it was him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then Momo, maybe maybe the man's is a little too crazy for this tournament, as the Nori Temple is once again a hotspot for fighting. And number one, I think they are running on a one-man deficit.
Two.
Two, actually. So yeah. Thank you. But the Silly Dragon is gonna come up here as 6'9".
He's
He's
so
gonna
dead.
try and roll away, but RRQ, they're not letting him go. Aw.
Oh, the moment the ball expired, he just gets shut down. And this is not going well for Blacklist. They still have 2 players left. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum. Well, obviously not from the last game. This is definitely a far cry from how they played last one. Oh, look at this. Look, Kim X, he could get another one. He could get another one, couldn't he?
This is hilarious. Oh, he.
Oh, man.
Aw.
Oh, no, Kim X. Good try.
That would have been hilarious, though. That
Good
would have
try.
been hilarious. Yes, VVV, they net their first point of the match by finding the rat in Kim X. But Fadlin and GDT1 might be in a bit of a fight now. He chooses to roll away. But yeah, like I said, this is kind of slow for Rainbow Island. Usually we see a little more activity. This time around, it's Abu trying to snipe down somebody using the cannon, and now they are taking a bit of return fire.
And 13 teams still alive. For us, it's a little bit of a moment to breathe here.
Oh yeah.
But maybe not so much for Suhas because they have just lost another player. And they keep, players know what they like to do now because Suhas like to really play out in the water. But they're not the only team capable of doing this. They're just going to get driven by. I think that should be Suhas down.
Zero is
Hi.
he drowning? I think he's drowning. He's drowning. Oh no. Zero, no. Do not accept your soggy fate.
He's swimming with the
Ah.
fishes.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, that's even unluckier. As Morpheus still gets the points despite him not getting the down. And him trying to deny the points was a smart move, but really did not play out too well for him. And we look at WDC now, and once again, they be one of the teams that are just chilling.
Yeah, and they still have a couple of teams behind them, though. I think that's Blacklist with the two remaining players coming from the west side. But Blacklist will be splitting up. I think most of it is just to get a couple of placement points. It's really not their game, however. So it's an interesting development the way that this map is structured here. Now it's going more to the northeast. Still a lot of map in the water, so it will be denying some more play area for these teams here. You got RSG Resurgence coming in from the north. That should be a little bit interesting since a lot of players are hanging around here. Kami is still up here though.
Is he under the bridge? Oh,
He's
I
under
think
the
he
docks,
is.
yeah.
He's under the docks. Oh dear me. And Bian, or rather RRQ, they still have not. Oh, Kuya just does take a little bit of damage. Has to drop that bubble. But the rest of RRQ, they are very, very interested in taking this kill, trying to net as much points as they can. Kuya Justo, who's been very, very artful with his movement,
How
did
is he
not last
alive?
too long.
Oh, good play though. He does a lot of damage, but the rest of his team a little bit too far away. So Jess, unfortunately, will not be the hero right now as the heals now start to come in. Right behind them, there's a lot of teams convolved.
That they are, as Barry, who's not had the most exciting performance yet. At least, at the very
Sorry, I think
least,
I
he's
cut
still
out my
alive.
internet. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. As Bren, they take a little bit of a fight, but Okima, they get a cheeky pick on that. Bray will die, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if Bray knows that they have a very, very healthy Bren roster here. Oh dear me. But it looks like it's paying off as they somehow managed to find CJ Ara. But Marge will get a trade as the isolation plays. Haven't really been. Oh no, Bray. Like I mentioned, that was a bit of an overextension, sir.
Yeah, and especially because the rest of his team was just way too far away for that play. Uh, a little bit unfortunate there, a little bit haphazard, and so the rest of Ultima will have to maybe pick up the pieces. That's very much unfortunate for those guys.
Unfortunate is very, very true, but Bren, they seem to be really happy with the results of that. Maybe not for too long as Gyu laying down the damage with his DP as Pow. The ball won't save him. Evil breaks the door, but not really landing anything in Gyu as Lan wants to try and reinforce his teammate. Marge might get caught in the open. But once again, a very, very quick last minute save, although Pow hasn't been resurrected yet. Gyu not letting go of this window pressure. And
Yeah, I
still
just want to
really.
make sure that they don't get that res up.
Mhm.
Just want to make sure that he doesn't get his teammate up here. But they are fighting in the circle, and it is circle 3, so it's the damage is not like negligible. They still want to make haste as their HPs will start to take away, and there's still a lot of ground to cover here. So some one team will have to decide. Ultima, they're looking to go in right now. They don't want to delay too long, but if he goes in here, there's a 3 players of Bren that they have to do to actually contend with still.
That they do. An Iron Fist looks to walk forward with a suit made out of iron, but MG, they just bounce. They're like, yeah, we're not interested, sir. Whatever you're trying to sell, don't bring it here. As Bren, they finally clean up the rest of Ultima, and Ultima did pay for that aggression, unfortunately, and with blood. But look at this circle. That's just mostly water.
Yeah. And it's like island warfare. We're going to be seeing teams shooting each other from across the water. And it's definitely very difficult here. But WDC looking to pull up on MG. Can they get the executions? Looking like it's going to be a yes right now. 1-for-1 exchange here as everyone now from MG drops. Eliminated as clean as it gets from WDC. But we still have to deal with VVV, who's right around the bend. They want to control center circle, but will they pay the price for it?
Indeed, and maybe that's a little too much for their taste, as Iron Fist is looking to corner the rest of the Wisdom community here. Is laying down as much shots as he can in this tiny, tiny window. And that's a very interesting position by RRQ. They do have high ground, but I don't think getting out of that place is the safest thing to do. Although RSG, they do find SM and LJ and the rest of VVB. They want to get as many points as they can. They only have one elimination to their name. That could change, though. But once again, getting caught in the crossfire, even gets thirsted out. Both LJ and Canutes are out of this. Canutes temporarily, but no, it was not meant to be.
I don't understand why. Hemas was still so far away, and Iron Fist was really only on a mech. You basically have two players entering onto a site, and then there's like everybody else going, what the hell just happened? And now they're going to be forced to take a 2v4. It's ridiculous. I think this was a big misplay by VVV.
Yeah, a big gamble, but you don't have to gamble with these colorful keys because they are right there for the taking as long as they're quick enough. But yeah, that really was an interesting choice. I really thought the rest of the squad was close by because that was the only reasonable thing to do if your whole squad was there. You know, maybe get someone down, but that was a bit of a distraction, have the rest of the team flank. But I guess they got a little too ahead of themselves. Maybe tried to bait them out from with a chase, but it does look like Pink is gonna fall and Barry is gonna be rezzed up. Also very interesting considering how far the rest of GD are.
The bubble saves them from an RPG shot right there. Well placed from Kuya Jess.
Indeed, and looks like Evil is gonna fall to the zone again. Did the bubble last as long as it did? Yes, it did. Kuya Jess. This time around, Barry could fall too. Hybrid drops the watchtower. Even gets one for their troubles, and it is going to be a 2v2 between RSG. It already looks like they have one of the members back up. I'm not entirely sure if Hybrid should be shooting at that watchtower. I don't think he wants another team's attention, especially in the current situation he's in.
Yeah, but RSG, they managed to clean it up. They actually win their fight right now. Even though they did look like they were trapped, they win their duels, and that's just a big deal for them. This is another team that's looking to collapse on WDC here. Oh, let's see if they can do it. Nice shot here. RRQ, they're going in all together this time, but WDC, they're holding fairly decently one more time. Silly Dragon doesn't do enough damage, but the gunfire does. Pinoy Axe looking to come in, and they clean it up. They did what VVV could not.
Yeah, and for the sole reason that they did it as a team, as a full team. The mistakes do happen, but some are more questionable than others. As we are going to be looking at Mad Mars from the eyes of Momo Ross, trying to get a little bit more mileage with this Groza. And it does look like VVV are in a decent spot right now. Hams, yeah, I don't think Ham should be like making any noise whatsoever or just alerting anybody of their presence, and you gotta be so scared just hearing the mech steps outside. But it does look like VVV, they have no idea that somebody is there.
Yeah, at least they're still getting points. Even if they did lose a couple of their players, they still got 2 points total. They could get another one. They spot Hams though. They know he's there. He's out in the open. He's dead. There isn't just no way he survives.
Hams, why? Maybe he survives for a tiny bit longer, but he's already taking a bit of damage. I'm not entirely sure from where either.
Oh my god, he's alive. He gets out.
Oh, that's you hate to see that, especially if you're a VVV fan. But MS and RRQ somehow found themselves in a bit of a scuffle in this building.
Momo Ross again!
Momo, who has been the king of the Excalibur, has been cleaning up for the last 2 days, and Mindset, they look to take that top spot. They look to be very, very dominant and could be the first repeat winner if they continue this performance.
Momo Ross is just on another level. With the Excalibur, he's just unstoppable.
Very lore friendly as well.
Absolutely. Now we only have 4 teams left, and this circle absolutely tiny. Iron Fist does drop. That was Hams from behind. Gets vengeance. But eventually, I think they do get the finishing blow onto him.
Oh, Hams. He couldn't push the ball through the door. Once again, guys, 100 colorful keys. You know what to do. As for some reason,
Rip.
Hams has died. And
Did.
it's Momo Ross. Wow, what a shot then. He died before he landed.
I can't believe VVV has survived this long. But still, good job to VVV. This is gonna get them to second place. No, no, no. I think they'll be in third place after this because Mindset was in, I think, third place by 1 point. But because of how many kills that MS have got, this should be securing them the second place and VVV in third place now.
I'm pretty sure they have this in the bag too. I mean, it's just Himas alone, and he's just trying to survive as long as he can. Not entirely sure why though, but again, it ain't over till it's over. Oh well, now it is.
There you have it, the points distribution. RSG, they did well. VVV only really had 2 points. Mindset, they got 5 points. Not the, it's a pretty low kill game if you ask me for a Rainbow Island game. Number one, only 1 kill, but still the placements will do the talking.
Yeah, like I mentioned, this could be a very peculiar night, having a very, or rather, a slow game for Rainbow Island, and seeing TMT fall this early, that could be a big blow to their morale.
Yeah, the current, I'd say, top teams right now, they're locked. Ooh, I think I said it at the start. The top 6 teams are very, very close. So I really think that we're going to be seeing quite a change after this one. This tournament is all up in the air. Anybody could win.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what we love to see, in a tournament. But this, that is so unlucky. And that was not the only time we saw somebody getting shot with their pants down, as Momoros, who's been very, very good, if not insane with Excalibur, continues the streak. And just so many stragglers getting caught out.
Yeah. A lot of players taken down one by one and just out in the open, just like this. That's a good idea, but just didn't have the right approach for it.
I think one of the most suspicious plays we saw was VVV trying to kind of strong arm their way into, I think that was Ultima, which is, again, like I said, one of the most suspicious plays of the entire weekend. Maybe they had a little bit of a miscomm, and this is so unlucky for Zero too. He denies the down, but the points go into Magic Gaming anyway.
Yeah. Well, points is the name of the game here, but as we take a look at the highlights, lot of great moments here. So yeah, we do have at least a little bit of time to think before we see the standings. I made my predictions, and I don't think I'm gonna be wrong on this time. I did the math in my head, battle royale math, and I think I'm fairly confident that VVV will be third place, and that second place should be Mindset, or maybe even first actually. Yeah, no, I think Mindset's gonna be first, and then VVV's gonna be second, maybe third,
Because Mindset gathered like
and
what,
then
20
TMT's in
points,
second.
right? 20.
What?
Yeah, because Mindset did get 20 points, and I think they had like 101, right?
Yeah, and TMT got eliminated first, so they got nothing.
So they got, they're gonna be sitting pretty at second place with 113. Either way, I think we'll be finding out once the leaderboard does pop up. But look at Momo Ross. Once again, so good with that Excalibur. And Hams. Look, he dies before he hits the ground. What a shot. The Grows is truly a terror. Yeah, I think the leaderboard is going to come up very, very soon. We just have to wait for Himas to turn into a Scarecrow there. And yeah, it's VVV taking 131 points. That is indeed
It's
big.
so close.
So close.
They're 6 points apart. TMT and oh my god! If TMT survived a little bit longer, they would have been ahead of VVV, maybe. This is one of the craziest top threes that I've seen. Anyone from these 3 teams could actually win it. And
That's
it's
right.
actually absolutely amazing. Actually, Resurgence could actually still win too.
the top four just overall is nuts.
I love that also the battle for last place is actually quite intense as well. Because it's literally Evos and Suhas fighting for I don't want to be last.
That is true. And honestly, being last just feels so bad. I'm pretty sure Suhas are going to be fighting tooth and nail to just maintain their 27 points. And back to a point we did mention earlier is that sometimes when you put all your eggs in the placement basket, it really will hurt your performance. It really has to be supplemented with a good, or rather a healthy amount of KP, which has not been something that Suhas has been doing.
Yeah, I agree. Placement isn't all that talks here. You need the kill points as well. But let's find out who just won our activities. It's time to announce the winners of the most recent activity that we have done. So $10 Razor Gold vouchers to JB Rex, Sausage Man Umbrella to Sheila Cipriano Santos, and Sausage Man Yellow Cap to Rosel Jane Lucha, and the Razer Gaming finger sleeve going to Christian Revita. Congratulations, guys! You just won yourself some sick prizes.
That's right. And for those who haven't won anything yet, have no fear. We still have two more games to go, meaning we still have two more sets of winners. And of course, during the games, we still have our codes, courtesy of Sausage Man, and more giveaways, like I said, courtesy of our sponsors, Razer Gold.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you, Razer Gold, for all of this. Just so many great stuff here for you to get. And all you gotta do is like and share the live stream and comment !notify and use hashtag Sausage Man, hashtag Sausage Man Championship. It's really as easy as that. And we are going to be giving away, I think, another set by the end of the stream here. So make sure you stay tuned.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And talk about that Sausage Man bag. Although it isn't the cuddly shark backpack, still pretty cool, you know. Once again, those angry sausages in those red shirts. How can you deny such cuteness? But yeah, guys, this is going to, I believe, conclude the first half of our night. So we still have a lot more Sausage Man action ahead of us. But
Yeah.
in a bit, we're going to be taking a short break too. So
Yeah. But yeah, we will be in the meantime taking this opportunity to sort of dissect what has been going on. We are going into Battle Island next, so we still have two more maps to go. So definitely still a chance for your two favorite teams. For sorry, not your two favorite teams, but for your favorite teams to actually compete and get into that first place. Again, $18,000 is on the line for first place, and you know, even all the way up to fifth to eighth place, you still get $1,000. It's a pretty cool prize pool to have, and you definitely want to be able to take those home right now. So yeah, we will be going into a short break because we definitely need one. And when we do return, it's going to be the Sausage Man Championship when we come back.
Hello, guys. Hello, sausages of all shapes and sizes. We are now entering the final half of our Sausage Man C Championship. And my, the action has been ramping up. My name is Raph once again, and here is my very, very handsome co-caster, Illustrado. How are you feeling?
I don't know who you're talking about there, bro, but I'm just kidding.
Don't be modest.
Thank you, thank you. But yeah, sharing the love with all the sausages out there. So much excitement for the last two games. The top three teams are neck and neck, and I don't think I've ever seen a scoreboard this close. It's really going to be so intense all the way up until the end here, and I'm looking forward to seeing who is able to be the number one sausage all across Southeast Asia for $18,000. That is definitely going to be up for grabs. But we do want to take this moment to thank, of course, our sponsors who have made this all happen. So very, very big thank you to you, Razor Gold. Razor Gold welcomes you to a world of exclusive gaming deals as the unified virtual credits for gamers worldwide. And you can use Razor Gold to recharge on Sausage Man for an even better gaming experience. To make things even better, when you use Razor Gold, you get to be a part of Razor Silver, the only loyalty rewards program for gamers. With every $1 US you spend on Razor Gold, you get 50 Razor Silver, which you can accumulate to redeem Razor gear, games, and digital vouchers.
That's right, and you might be wondering, how do I do that? Well, all you have to do is to visit the Sausage Man recharge site. But of course, don't forget to get those 100 colorful keys. Enter your game ID, select your server and your region, select Razor Gold as your payment method, and log in with your Razor Gold wallet to complete the purchase. And there you go. Now you have gold, now you have silver, and now you have all the money you can get for all that drip you want to spend on Sausage Man.
Yeah, man, you got to get that drip. 2022 is the year where we up our drip. So me and a lot of the other casters were talking about how we're gonna up our drip this year. So a friend of mine, well, you know him, Viminal, has gotten a nose piercing now. So that's
I
a
saw. I was
yeah,
like,
that's a new
oh,
thing.
that's
So
the new
this is my
thing.
question for you, Raf. How are you upgrading your drip this year? I think, are your glasses new?
These are, well, relatively new, but actually a very, very good topic to talk about because I have been once again expanding my wardrobe because since high school I've been wearing chinos. I finally got myself to buy a good pair of jeans just the other day, and it was for a very, very special movie that I will not spoil for anybody, along with a new pair of white shoes that have been on my mind for quite a bit. So the wardrobe is definitely expanding. Yes, I love drip. Who doesn't?
Hell yes. I'm just expanding my drip through, like, I'm getting a lot of tattoos, man. I'm getting a lot of them tats, and I think obviously I'm trying to level up with with the clothing as well, going a little bit of a different direction as well. It's, trying and experimenting what works. And I know that a lot of our viewers as well. Tell us maybe in the comment section, how are you changing your drip for the upcoming 2022? Because we're, well, I don't want to say prematurely, but as we're coming out of this global pandemic, so hopefully very, very soon, you want to come out of it like a whole new person, right? So you want to be
Oh yeah.
wearing new things. You want to have, dude, if I came out of the pandemic to the party with the sausage man cap, with the umbrella, I would be the most lit person at that party. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, we're just saying,
Someday.
if you somehow decide to give your caster some love with the hat, the cuddly shark backpack, you best know we are rocking that to every single party we are gonna be turning up in. And speaking of parties, the king of the party, we are very, very close to actually crowning that. Just two more maps. Oh boy. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but
It's
considering
been 3 days.
it's been 3 days. It's
Can you
crazy.
imagine? It's just gone by in like the blink of an eye. Even though, like, right now, I'm honestly, I'll 100% honestly, full disclosure, even though that I'm feeling it, like my throat, my voice is getting a little bit tired because we're casting for hours on end.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about it now, it actually feels like it's gone very
It was
fast
so
because of how
quick.
exciting the games have been going.
Yeah, and talking about the game, right on the money, right on time, we are going to be jumping into it. And once again, it does look like we are gonna have the exact same flight path. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, you know what? It seems like it's like to, I don't know if this is planned or anything, or whether the developers intended this, but we are seeing very similar flight paths um, happening, and it's like yesterday we saw the same two flight paths, and even the day before yesterday it was the exact same flight paths, right? But
Mm-hmm.
where it differed was the circle.
Yeah, and if the circle was the same, I would have had my share of free ice cream, but that was not meant to be.
Yeah.
And looking at this now, it does look like the teams are very, very focused
What?
on, well, killing each other, apparently, is a blacklist. Decide to go for the more aggressive route. That was fast.
That was fast. That was like one of the quickest eliminations that I've gotten.
On Battle Island, too. Crazy. But it
Yeah.
does look like
There's like three
Pink is.
teams in this like one area, but four teams, and
I
they're
think
not
they just.
stopping. RS, man, they're locked in a duel with Blacklist. Matt, oh, he just barely gets her. He doesn't have anything. Matt has nothing.
And I love how, yeah, sure, you got the early pick, but come here so I can stab you. And Blacklist, they are geared up now. They're very, very confident going into this fight as Carl is going to fall. And Matt, despite not having anything, will loot the corpses of his enemies and now has something to show for it.
Well, there you have it. Another couple of eliminations very early on. And while things are, I'd say, slowing down a little bit, let's take a look at the circle. Yeah, it's a little bit different, Raf. It's still to the
Oh,
north.
yeah.
It's still to the west. Last time it was like hard northwest. This time it's to the west. But still, I'd say a good 20% of that circle is in the water. So, it definitely
Yeah.
will reduce the play area by quite a lot.
I mean, if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but at least the water's a little more involved this time around. During our regional qualifiers, I don't think we've seen this much water, or I don't think we saw as much water there. And Rechi, I think if he ejected a little too early there, he might have crushed himself with his jeep there. But it does look like they are having a better performance already compared to their Rainbow Island showing.
Yeah. Well, very close to one another right now. VVV. They, I think they realize how close they are to victory, but at the same time, I think they're playing a little bit nervous because they're so passive. I'd like to see a little bit more of the aggression that got them.
Oh yeah, definitely. And
Uh
hmm.
I love this. Oh, thank you, Observer. You literally just made my day. What was that about, though?
I think they're
Or-
doing the good luck dance, the good luck ritual. You know, I wish they allowed custom items in this tournament because we probably would see a lot more emotes. But what
Mm-hmm.
we are seeing are more colorful keys. Again, guys, go ahead, take it now. As we
Do
have
it now.
MS. Get to the codes.
Get to the codes. We are old, man. I bet most kids nowadays, most of our viewers probably don't know what that is.
That's insane.
You
Yeah,
know that
like,
movie came out like 30 years ago now, right?
has it been 30? Oh my goodness. Back as GDT1 are once again locked in with number one. What is their problem with each other? It's crazy. They just somehow find each other. And Kiki's like, guys, don't leave me. As he is trying to thread the needle once more by trying to shoot in this window. Unfortunately for him, none of his teammates are here to back him up, and he has to go back, try to find a little bit of space for himself to work with. As number one, they look to make a bit of a quick exit here. Not being allowed to do so, though.
Yeah. Awkward exchange there, but still, kills going down. Nez does drop. Pink, does drop too. Low HP before he could get to do anything. It was a little bit haphazard in that decision making. Did still want to try to make something happen, but another one comes in through as ASCII does drop too. Number one looking like they're in prime position. Fadlan, the only one left standing. He gets identified by Hams here. Will try to back up his teammate. Jason Z does find ASCII. And this is going to be, I think, another kill. That is Fadlan going down. 3v1. Right now, the last player is Ryfern, and he's so far removed. And I think they know where he is. They have to hear his footsteps, and he does pop. That's it. Good job for number one, TT. But GD, they do get eliminated. And Raf, 37 years ago for Terminator.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. 37 years ago. Well, we haven't had a good Terminator film in a while anyway.
In decades.
So, yeah. You know, it's crazy how people don't like Salvation.
Uh-huh.
Do you like Salvation? Did you like Salvation?
I'll be honest, I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, it's good.
It's
I
actually
think
good? Okay, I'm going to check it out.
It's actually good. Or at least
I'm
from
always
what I
looking for more
remember.
movie recommendations. So.
Because I thought this is the way to go, you know, revitalize the cast and all that, and have, once again, a pretty serious tone to it. Because a lot
Oh,
of
wait,
the
yeah, I
more
saw this.
recent-
Yeah, I saw this like years
Yeah.
ago. This was so long ago.
It's
but
pretty
yes.
good. Yeah. People don't like that one for some reason.
I forget that Bryce Dallas Howard was in it, actually.
Oh, man. Have you seen the more recent Terminator films, though? They're okay, I guess.
No.
They're an enjoyable, brainless watch.
No, not at all. I did enjoy Godzilla versus King Kong.
I did too.
That is
think
a
it was
great
honestly,
popcorn movie.
It is a great popcorn movie because I thought, although the second one was really good, it was a little too serious for a monster film. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yeah, it was like a setup for this one. I like that this one like relishes in its own campiness.
Yes, absolutely.
Like straight to the action.
I don't think monster films should take themselves too seriously because I think the first Godzilla film of the new trilogy did that too.
Yeah.
But There was just so much exposition. It was crazy.
Well, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this, but Ip Man 4 was released in 2019.
Have I seen the fourth one? Is this the one with the elevator
No,
scene? I think I
no,
have.
no, no, no,
No,
no, no,
no.
no. That's three. Ip Man 4 is the one with Bruce Lee.
Oh, is this the alley fight scene one? That's
No,
the
that
one, right? No, that's three.
no,
Oh
that
my
was Tyson,
goodness.
and that was three.
Oh
You
no, I
haven't
don't think
seen
I've seen
four. You
four.
gotta see four. It's good.
I have to watch it
Yeah.
then.
Oh,
Oh,
King
and
Slime.
okay, they choose the goodness of their hearts this time around and decide not to murder King Slime.
They
That's
ignore
a
King Slime.
good job, Ultima. Good job. No violence. They go for the peaceful route, and it does look like Evos once again try to take control of airport, which they have. Hmm. But now thinking of movies and whatnot, I thoroughly enjoyed Tomorrow War.
I did not see that. I'm gonna check it out. Tomorrow
People,
War.
Tomorrow War is one of those films where I think people just kind of take too seriously, but I don't think it's meant to be. Oh, okay. I think this is a good comparison. I think Tomorrow War is a good candidate for a modern Starship Troopers. But
Oh,
just like the bugs, it does look like land is getting peppered down by all these bullets. As Gyu is not too happy with the idea of co-ed bathrooms. And now they take Ultima down. Evos, they win this battle.
yeah, Evos.
Sean.
They're doing pretty good. All right, they're doing pretty decent for themselves, but it's still, they still got a couple more to find. Ultima, they look like they want revenge. They're not afraid to fight a 2v4, and they're gonna go for it. They know that it's pretty much do or die at this point, so they will be going for it. Ultima, little bit of a miss right there from Kim X, but eventually gets the job done. Darwin does find him, and that's gonna be at least only one player left. Rather, Taboo is in a 1v4. Do not favor his chances here.
Yep, not in the slightest. But if he could somehow pull off the greatest clutch in the history of Sausage Man, then we might be in for a treat. It does look like he will expose his position here as Evos. Once again, they are pretty much tied for the battle for last. They do have 3 extra points, as Kim X will make quick work of Taboo. And I
Yeah,
think that's probably most likely more than enough to land them a spot higher up in the leaderboard.
yeah, definitely. I think so. But you know what really surprises me is that only one team really likes to land in airport. If you've noticed, it's only Evos that drop in airport. And I really think that if other teams wanted better loot and more points, I don't want to be rude to EVOS, but if you challenged EVOS, like maybe if VVV started landing there, or maybe if TMT started landing there, and challenging EVOS for that loot and for those early kills, they would probably actually come out on top and maybe start the game a lot stronger.
Yeah, and I completely understand your sentiments because, guys, we're just really going off the points here. It's empirical data that we're basing off. Did that just spawn in front of. Anyway, but yeah, we are just really taking this off of data. This is not meant to hurt EVOS in any way because we know they're an excellent team still. It's just the points have not been very good to them, nor has the game been very good to them. And we look at Resurgence, who's been on a pretty successful run. They look to be chilling once more as they're gonna go for a 2-2 split.
Yeah, 2-2 indeed. But if you're split up into a 2-2, you might have to do a little bit of a ballet to get into a position with each other again. I'm not so much a favor of teams that split up too much, especially on a very big map like this one, where there are still so many teams alive and there's little map control. Maybe if the circle was a little bit more center, that would be, I'd say, a better strat. But when you have a very small play zone and not much to play with, splitting up 2-2 could be very, very dangerous right now. But let's take a look at the circle again. And it's even more in the water than it was in the last one. So this is going to force a lot of fights very soon.
Yeah, and we see Momo has found himself a silly dragon,
I
which
wonder if
has
he has an
been.
Excalibur.
Oh yeah, he might already, maybe not. But yeah, talking about the splits. Usually when you go for splits, it means you want map control. But with a map this big, that is a very, very difficult and daunting task and somewhat risky. As we do have Magic Esports, they have a bead on Suhas, but instead they go for a more peaceful route. They don't try and shoot them off with bullets, they just let them leave and be on their way as this circle is coming to a close very, very soon. Yes, like you said, a lot of water, quite a bit of H2O. And that's just a reminder to our audience that please hydrate all the time.
Oh yeah,
All the time.
be a hydro homie.
Yeah. Hydro homie. That is an interesting set of words.
Have you ever seen hydro homies?
No, I don't think I
It's a
have.
subreddit where people just promote being very well hydrated.
I see it now. I see it now.
It's a subreddit.
But you can't go wrong with water though.
Yeah, you can't. You can never go. You can never drink too much of it either. Well, you can.
Yeah.
Too
Well,
much.
yeah, you can. You might explode if you drink too much water. But it does look like this pony is really pushing its limits, going so fast, carrying TMT to maybe greener pastures. I can never get tired of of the sound effect it makes.
Oh yeah,
Oh man.
never. Just okay. I thought that there was going to be a fight for a second there, but it looks like we're going to slow down the pace yet again here. There are quite a few teams that are, I'd say, coagulating here towards the east side of the map. They are kind of gathering around, so I expect them to be getting into a fight fairly soon, although there is still a bit of map to play with.
And our Q, I think they spot out another team, but as we mentioned, this is the time of the map or the game where everybody's just kind of chilling. Nobody really wants to engage in anything, but it does look like number one might lose Nez. This might be a product of them splitting up, as Nez will get thirsted, and that does not feel good for number one here. They might actually have to just kind of bail, and that was a funny visual bug.
You know what you should watch? Gordon Ramsay's new show, Next Level Chef.
Is that like Iron Chef, but like developing chefs instead?
Kind of. It's really good.
I should I
Yeah.
should check that out.
I don't, well, if you're into those kind of cooking shows, but I love them. But
The
even my
funny thing
friends who
is,
don't like those kind of cooking shows, they like them too.
I think it's very insightful, like cooking shows. Although I can't really cook aside from the bare minimum of cooking,
It's fun.
so it's fun, right? Yeah. And talk about fun. OG looks like he wants to engage in some for himself, but nobody's really peeking nor showing their heads here. As RS might find a freebie here if stop time just walks a little too close for comfort here. It does look like he's found an unlooted spot for himself. And
Indeed.
once again, team's just kind of chilling.
Yeah. Well, RS might be really quite on a collision course here. They have another team to deal with, and if I'm not mistaken, it's MG. Yeah, they're right on top of each other here. They have ship, they have stop time like right there. So at any point, this could come, just to a boiling point.
Oh yeah, it's basically just mounting at this time. But the circle seems to be pretty friendly to a lot of these teams. An ample amount of cover, even a sufficient amount of height, as WDC are demonstrating. Although two of their teammates are still kind of gathering as much as they can to bring up for the cause. But yeah, once again, every time you do these kinds of splits, they're so dangerous. Even though you're in the same compound, you really are at the risk of getting run over by a full squad.
Yeah, even if you do try to check as much as you can. MS, I like what they're doing right now, even though they are across the river. They're holding here, even if they are. I still like what they're doing because they do have the mobility to get across without a problem. They've got a mech to cross. They've got the silly dragon, and just holding here in the cargo is just gonna keep them safe for as long as they need. They might just get flanked, however, by I think that's Evos behind them, but regardless, they're still going to be, I think, in a pretty decent spot to exit if they want to.
Would it be very unfortunate if the next circle will somehow be mostly in the water? I think that would be very annoying for most teams.
Oh yeah.
But it does look like MG and RS might be in a situation where they're forced to fight. Stop Time is very, very antsy and trying to entry for his team. But so far, no information, nor has there been any damage done for him to be, or for him to have a justifiable push.
Oh,
And it does
spots
look
him.
like they're just kind of looking at each other through this window.
Hey man, how's it going? Oh, well, you're dead.
It was a ruse.
It was a ploy. And they go in. Flexi, they fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. And Flexi gets another one here with a vector. That's a double spray down.
Oh my goodness.
And they don't look like they're stopping. It's clean as can be. What a play from MG. I have never seen anything like it.
I think that's what you call the peeping Tom strat. The
Oh.
peeping Tom strat. Like, look at me. I am outside your window. Your home is not safe.
I mean, you'd
As-
look at him through the window. That's the first thing you'd be doing.
I feel like it's only like natural for people to look back, you know, because it's a window, right? And I think it's human nature at this point to just, oh hey, what's up, man? Even though you have a gun and I have a gun, but wow, yet another RPG kill here, and it's on Ryford, and he even gets thirsted out. Beautiful coordinated play by RRQ here, despite losing nerves. They will get a free res going here. They are shooing Jason's away. Now Jason's, I'm not entirely sure if he has the freedom to move around here, as he is in an open field.
Yeah.
Hams will get thirsted, and I think that is
Oh.
gonna be it for number one, as
Yep.
Jason's is the last one alive.
But here comes VVV. They're posting right beside them. RRQ and VVV very much close to each other in the same compound. So they might be engaging very, very soon. In fact, they are. Whoa! What was that shot with the RPG from long range? My God, a thing of beauty. As Leroy is able to go and up on a buff. Doesn't get the drop though. Still has time to fall back. Ball form. We'll try to get out here. The smokes are deployed for VVV. And oh man, that RPG just totally changed the game.
Absolutely, it did. And now we have RRQ, who have somewhat brought so much terror to VVV in a short amount of time. Although VVV, they are very, very healthy when it comes to the heals. This cover is not going to last very long. They are literally behind just a tiny rock. As Blacklist have also found themselves in a dire spot. They are somewhat separated too, but have no fear. They have enough to dissuade RIW as they reduce him to a child. And Matt even gets a sneaky frag, but look at this. Momo Ross actually takes them down. But Nozlil has an Excalibur, making this a very, very difficult task to any would-be pushers. But Momo Ross, he wants that Excalibur. He wants it bad. And Spear, they kind of just pass each other here, and 6ix9ine gets shredded to bits.
Oh,
Blacklist, they're down to one person.
Just the. I honestly, I think. Suhas actually snipes him from long range, from far away. It was a kill steal. But if I'm being honest, I think that was a misplay by Blacklist. They got 2 players down already. It was a misplay on top of a misplay. MS shouldn't have been taking that fight with 2 players mounted. Because there's 2 players on the ground, 2 players mounted. You can't commit to a full fight. But the way it turned out, so the gunfights really just went on the side of MS, though Mindset just did a little bit better that time.
I have to agree with that. Again, also, I find it very interesting why players still choose to split, despite how late it is in the game already. And when you have full utility, you have full armor, you have full everything, what reason is there to just split up when you can just hold a crossfire? But again, guys, a lot of strategies being thrown out here, and a lot of them seem to be a bit more successful than others, as OG, who is the thief of kills, looks to pressure MS just a tiny bit more, as Jason's, who was the last member of number 1, will fall.
Well, 11 teams still standing, so there is still quite a bit of work to do. As okay, they're gonna try to at least just shoot down that vehicle now. And Momo, Ross, MS, they're in prime position. These three teams are really going at it. VVV, they've gotten a couple of points earlier on as well. 3 eliminations for Mindset. So there is really a lot of chances for these teams here. VVV, they're 4 people alive, so they still have a fairly good chance at reclaiming the number 1 spot. But somebody needs to be able to step up and find those kills for for their team, and so they can actually reclaim that number 1.
Now that you mention it, how did VVV get out of that mess?
I have no idea. I thought they were done for.
I thought they were done for too, but for some reason, VVV once again defying everything that there is to be defied, as Evil trying to walk up these stairs, but not the greatest idea in the world, as there was a DB28 waiting for him. And this is a bit of a messy scuffle between Bren and TMT. If they find TMT, then that could be the number 1 spot, rather one of their spots being vacated again. But Marge has blocked himself, but in turn also blocked TMT Sugus. Still not the cleanest of fights, and just a little bit of pandemonium. And Bren gets destroyed in that fight by TMT, and TMT, they've netted themselves 4 points.
Yeah, this is big for TMT. That's going to help them maintain that lead. Canuts from VVV just blew up in a vehicle as well, so not really the best spot right now. TMT, they are looking fairly good, especially after that, but now they're in a fight with WDC. Rocket Launcher RPG does not go. It goes a little bit wide here. WDC, they have found another set of kills here. But can they win up against the number 1 team right now? That's TMT. Rogers. Oh, he blows him up!
Oh, okay. And TMT, despite their valiant hold against Bren, they get annihilated by the third party. But VVV is still in this. So is Mindset, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So, oh dear.
I think if honestly, it's like they're just so close to each other. At this point, I think if I'm fairly certain, if VVV stay alive a little bit longer, maybe get to like 5th or 4th, I think they overtake and they get first place. Unless Mindset actually gets more kills and gets a better placement. So it's really up to who performs better between Mindset and VVV right now. If they both can survive to later on in the game, they should be able to be in very good contention to dethrone TMT.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, that's just a tale of the scoreboard that we might see unfold later on. RRQ, I have to say, they've been very, very good today. They've been very consistent. I think they've already broken into our top 5, if memory serves correctly. And Iron Fist. Is Iron Fist the lone member of VVV?
No.
No. LJ's still alive.
Oh, he's playing failsafe. I see. Okay. So they're leaving one guy out of the circle just to place and get some heals for placement points. So even if even if Iron Fist does go down, there's still LJ healing up to make sure that they do have placement points. So just to help them get a little bit ahead here.
Resurgence have the same idea too, and I don't think they know that they're so close to each other, which makes this all the more interesting, as the circle is gonna come to a close yet again. And it is going to be an all-out brawl in this compound. But, oh my goodness, this last circle is just hell on earth for everybody, really.
It's just out in the open. There's just no room for cover. Nothing.
Oh man, this is going to be a very, very bloody fight the moment they try to fight uphill. And Mindset, they are probably the best-looking team right now out of our top 4.
Yeah.
Resurgence is pretty good too, but again, positioning could be very, very dangerous for him.
Okay. A couple of tags right there onto RRQ. Evos, I think they've finally been taken down here. There is still one player remaining for EVOS. Mindset, that's more points going. They already have 5 points. This is massive for Mindset. Unless they get eliminated soon, it's going to be Mindset in #1 place.
That's right. And again, these 8 teams, they will dwindle down very, very quickly. We do still have Suhas, who've been, once again, the most passive team. Evos is here as well, but they have to make a bit of a move soon because this is going to start to tickle just a tiny bit. But Mindset, like you mentioned, they are in a very, very good spot right now. 5 points plus the placement points that they are going to be fighting for. But oh boy, this one big
Great
mess. Great shot indeed.
Oh, he's getting mowed down from somewhere. And that was from 300 meters away. Roger, what a shot, long distance, is able to take down another member of MS. Iron Fist is gone. So that's VVV reduced to, I think, 1 player left, if they're not all gone at this point. Roger is still trying to work from up on above, not really going to get anybody. There's still 8 teams. How are there still 8 teams in Circle 6?
And I think that could be the end for Evos here as RRQ. They look to make a move towards the center of this godforsaken circle. It's just, I feel like this is the circle that's going to be a bit of a toss-up too, because there's just no way to play around it. You have to stay in the blue. As Barry, he fights Nerves, a bit of a freebie there, finding him from behind, as Kanat has found himself in a sticky situation where there are very, very healthy and very annoyed Magic players at the very bottom here. Unfortunately for stop time, he's not landing the shots he needs to really stop this attack, prompting him to leave, as Flexi has been down and stop time, he needs to stay alive for as long as he can.
We'll see. He managed to tuck himself into a tree. Oh, he does fall. Can't hide the hole like the last time. We saw somebody hiding in a tree there, but we have WDC. This is one of the best performances Wisdom has had this tournament, so looking forward to seeing what they can come up with right now. Abu still taking some pot shots, and really, Mindset, they are in the driving seat here. They are in a pretty good position. I think at this point, with 6 eliminations and the placement points, they should be taking first place.
They should be. And the only thing here is they shouldn't choke. Again, playing ahead is such a skill that a lot of people tend to ignore. It's the hubris and the complacency. Those are the biggest things. But WDC, they're also looking very good. They have 5 points. Mindset now with 6 eliminations. I'm not entirely sure what Momo Ross wants to do. Oh, he's gonna go for a clip. He's going for a clip!
He's gotten 3! He's gotten all of them from up on above. Momo Ross just mows them all down, and he gets the whole squad wipe just by himself. Pulls out the last gun with AUG and simply takes out Suhas all on his lonesome. He's a man possessed.
I respect that. I thought that was a very, very aggressive play, potentially playing in the overextensions. But no, he just goes for it and he gets it. The moment I saw Excalibur, he's going for a clip. It's 100%. But Kanat tries to play some air superiority here, but RIW looking like a flat cannon, trying to shoot him out of the sky. But MS, Mindset, they could have potentially taken top spot already. So many points to their names already, and Rogers could be the next notch under their belt. Oh my goodness.
This is it, man. 13 points for them. They're gonna be taking this. And oh, slice and dice. Only Kanat left. Best believe they're gonna give him the point. Best believe they're gonna give him the final Excalibur. Will it be the Excalibur to end the game? Can Momo Ross do it for his team? And he goes up from up on above looking for Kanat. Can he land the shot? No, he misses this time. He'll find the swing. He gets him low. Teleports out. Goes into ghost form. Can he land a final swing? And he does with 10 kills to Momo Ross.
And what just happened?
Shock.
All right. Well, there we go, folks. Mindset with at least. Okay, wait. Let me count. That's 25 points. Wait, no, because it's 15.
18.
Right. That's. Anyway.
That's the highlight.
Yes. This is the highlight. This is the greatest highlight known to man. That's it. That's it. But yeah, like you mentioned, Mindset, I'm pretty sure they took number one spot convincingly. If not, they demand the top spot right now. They're demanding fourth.
The Thai team mindset, they are really something else. And Momo Ross leading the way. He is King Arthur. He is the Black Knight. He's everything that stands in everybody else. Once he gets that Excalibur, man, he just finds the kill. Something special to behold. This player, an absolute legend here in Sausage Man.
If we could pick a tournament MVP, I think we know who to agree on, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's got to be anyone else. There are a couple of other players that are stepping up, but I think not to the extent that Momo Ross has been. I think Momo Ross really number one right now this entire tournament.
Oh yeah, and he's probably the most consistent fragger. You know, Barry, if he was consistent all throughout, could have been one of the MVPs too. But just the way that Momo Ross has been doing it, literally nobody else has been close to the amount of success he's been getting with the Excalibur.
Wow. I just have no words for this guy. He's literally on another level.
Oh yeah. A lot of these players, they probably thinking they should have kept that silly sword in the stone, man. They should have never gotten it out, because Momo Ross once again just having his way with it. And oh, Marge, I think Marge just kinda literally shot himself in the foot there. Ooh.
This is a professional game, and Momo Ross just played everyone. I need to see that highlight again. That is probably the highlight of the tournament for me. Well, one of, along with a triple kill RPG from Yukon, sorry, excuse me, Yukon. Yukon has also been a top player in my books, but I really think Momo Ross still. This is the one. 1, 2, 3. Oh god!
Even pulls out the AUG. Man, once again that play started out a little questionable, you know, because at any given time,
yeah,
all
eyebrows
three of
were
those
raised.
players, yeah, but the jaws were dropped after, so it was hella worth it. It was definitely worth it. And yeah, if not for this play, then they probably would not get the momentum to just close out the game. That was nuts.
Unbelievable. And he finds the last kill too with that slash. Oh, look at that. Thing of beauty. Let's see it. Let's see it. Bam. That's it. 10 kills. And a perfect way to end the game and get first place. 166 points. Well, VVV, they reclaimed their top spot with 104, their second spot with a 143. But Mindset, man, well deserved is 166. Wow.
All they have to do for the last map is basically stay alive, unless Team Tobruk or Team VVV, they go nuclear. But Mindset, they may have already laid the boundaries down and say, this is our spot. This could potentially be our tournament too.
Wow. I need a breath after that, because that game just took everything out of me. Because and if I'm this tired, I can just only imagine how the players
Must feel. Yeah. And once again, just the stamina these players have been showing, pretty good. Pretty good. But look at this. Suha's Esports and Evo's VIP still locked in the battle for last, I guess. But Suha's is once again taken 5 more points, and I guess they have the right to say that at least we're not last.
For now, but there still is one game, and we know how Rainbow Island can be just so unpredictable. I have absolutely no idea how it's gonna go, because when it comes to like Rainbow Island, anything can happen, and that's really one of the reasons why we are so in love with the map. It's a great map. I think it really lends itself perfectly to the play style of Sausage Man. You and I just go on and on about it, and what a way to end the tournament on Rainbow Island. But let's find out which of you guys are the lucky winners. Congratulations to the following people, because you guys just won yourself the sickest of giveaways.
Oh, I keep thinking maybe it's my name next, but no, it's actually $10 worth of Razor Gold vouchers going to Larry Guevara, a Sausage Man umbrella going to Suzy Carreon, a Sausage Man yellow cap going to Candyless, Sausage Man Scarecrow going to RG Navarez. Pardon me for taking a moment to really try and read that. I don't want to murder anybody's names, but once again, guys, congratulations to all the loot that you are taking away. Don't forget to claim that. You have 14 days, I believe, to claim all your goodies. So please, please, please claim them. Don't want to miss out.
Yeah, for certain. Because you do have a time to be able to claim this. We still have a couple more things to give away. I think we still have the Kishi up for grabs and the Hammerhead Pro. So make sure you stay in for that. We do have one more giveaway at the very end of the stream, and all you got to do to participate is get those likes and shares in on the live stream. Comment exclamation mark notify with the hashtag Sausage Man and hashtag Sausage Man Championship, and you're all set to go.
Absolutely. And we still have one more set of giveaways for our final match of the day of the tournament. And here is what well, possibly could win. Again, it's all right there, folks. The big baddie is going to be the Razer Kishi for Android, obviously. But everything there,
And the
everything
earbuds.
there is worth. Absolutely, too. Hammerhead Wireless. I would love to have those. I would love to have a pair.
Oh yeah, I mean that would just make my broadcasting life, I think, a little bit easier sometimes because I love these headphones. They're great headphones, but it would be nice every now and then to be able to just wear something on in your ear as opposed to like a heavy headset all the time. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely a big win for anybody who does pick up those headsets right now, the in-ear headsets. But for now, we will be moving on and going ahead and talking about game number 2. Top 3 places, very, very close. I think it's really got to be only up to the 3 people. It's only got to be TMT. It's only going to be VVV, or it is going to be, I think, Mindset. Just these 3 teams are competing for that top spot. And I think it's Mindset's game all day long here.
Absolutely. With a 20-point cushion. I think this is the biggest one that the entire tournament has seen.
I think we've
And
seen
for
bigger
good
from
reason.
VVV at the beginning of it, but people caught
Oh,
up because
yeah, yeah.
because at the very beginning, like VVV had like 56 points or
50
something like that, and
was it
everybody
6?
had like 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But still, this late to have that cushion, I'm pretty sure Mindset's feeling really good. The only thing that could make them sweat now is, well, I hope it doesn't happen if they get eliminated first. And obviously, that's not going to be a very nice thing to happen for them.
Yeah, because their fate would just be out of their hands completely, and they just are hoping for VVV to drop out first. But here's the thing, VVV, I feel like they've lost their killer instinct from game number 1. From day number 1, because when we talk about DV from day number 1, they were fighting everybody and winning. Now they seem to be a little bit more passive. They're waiting around a lot, and it doesn't feel like they're playing to win. I feel like they're playing a little too safe, and they need to get into the drive and go like, yeah, we're playing to win here. We need to start taking more fights and getting a little bit more points, because right now, yeah, they're in second place, sure, but how long is that going to is that really going to fly, especially in the very last game of the day on Rainbow Island? They need to go in overdrive.
Yeah, and there is a very, very big difference between playing to win and playing to not lose. The zeal is definitely different when you're trying to go for the throat. And like you mentioned, they have been pretty passive. I wonder what changed, because they were very, very confident. It seems like all the confidence just went to Mindset, with Momo Ross just exploding, just going absolutely nuclear on everybody. They've really gotten themselves a great position when it comes to momentum.
Yeah, I think there has something to do with like when your king picks up the Excalibur, everybody else is like, yeah, we're going to war. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, yeah, you have. It's a very cinematic moment that I picture in my head where Momo Ross just goes ahead and picks up the Excalibur, and everybody's like, yeah, we're ready for freedom. Just imagining Mel Gibson in my head.
Freedom.
Exactly.
They just hold,
Oh no.
and the moment they, oh my goodness. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen Braveheart, watch that movie.
Okay, now I want to know, how long ago was Braveheart released? Braveheart was
I,
released on the same year as Terminator.
so 37.
That
Oh
was
my
a good
lord.
year for movies, by the way. Oh, no,
That
no,
was
no,
a
no, no. 27. Braveheart was
27, okay.
1995. Terminator was 1985.
80s.
So it was
85, okay.
27 years ago. A little
Man.
bit younger than me by 2 years. I'm pretty old. Well,
No, it's not obvious, man. Honestly, you are as sparkly can be. But looking at the game, we are gonna be jumping into it soon. It's just we are in our mini podcast session at the moment.
yeah, because
Speak,
we are just waiting for the teams to, just come back and,
yeah.
maybe just get into the game itself. Psych themselves up for the very, very last game.
Mm-hmm. But oh yeah, back to my previous point about Tomorrow War being, I would say, a homage to Starship Troopers because it's a bunch of soldiers that may or may not have been conscripted fighting against super bugs. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that on? I'm gonna check if it's on Netflix. Let's see if that's up
it
there.
should be, I think, because it's good. I don't know why people don't like it. People are like, oh, there's not a lot of deep
What's the
meaning in
movie again?
Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow War. Oh, you know what I love? Edge of Tomorrow.
I can't believe they canceled the sequel.
Yeah, well, that's all. It was. Wait, didn't
Uh,
it perform well?
it did, and then
Why?
I don't know. I mean,
Performed well. Everybody loved it.
because I think they didn't want to go the bleak route of the manga they were basing it off, because it was or I think it was a title issue because it was supposed to be Live Die Repeat, right? And
Yeah.
then they changed it to The Edge of Tomorrow, which is infinitely cooler, by the way.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
have to say it's infinitely cooler, but why don't we have a sequel? Such a good movie.
Heartbreaking. I'm gonna find out very, very soon. Tomorrow. Tomorrow War. Okay, I'm gonna watch this later on. It's gotten really bad reviews, but I believe you.
Oh.
I'll believe you because I really don't listen to reviews a lot.
It's
I try not
do
to.
you, do you like people shooting at bugs?
Oh yeah.
You know, that I think this is the reason why it doesn't have good reviews, because a lot of people are saying it doesn't have deeper meaning. Not
Who
all
cares?
movies. Like, yeah, it's not all movies that have to be super, super brainy or super deep, because sometimes you just want to watch a movie for fun.
Godzilla versus Kong. Okay. Godzilla vs. Kong, decent reviews, but I thought it was an amazing movie. So yeah, I never really trust
Yeah.
movie reviews. We're just hanging out here, folks, by the way, because we're like really just waiting for the
Waiting for
next
the
game to start. And in the meantime, I really think we've done all the analysis that we can offer at the moment.
Mhm.
So this is the point where we kind of just want to sit back and relax with you and try to psych ourselves up for the very last game of the day. Shouldn't be
Very
too
last.
far from now on, though. Oh.
Oh yeah, but I love your timing. It's absolutely divine. As we jump right into the game, and it looks like nobody's wasting time at all. Already dropped. Ready to rock and roll.
There we go. Last game. This one for all the and someone's already died. I was just trying to hype this game up, but someone's already dead. But yeah, for all the marbles, we find out who wins the first place prize of $18,000. Let's find out as we go into Rainbow Island for the very last time this tournament in Southeast Asia.
Absolutely, and like you mentioned, somebody has already died apparently. But RRQ, they seem to have no competition with this compound that they found themselves in, and this is suspiciously quiet for an early game for Rainbow Island. This is suspiciously quiet. Never mind.
There you go. That's what we've been waiting for. But it's trade frag. For trade frag, it's VVV versus EVOS. I do think that Himas can get rezzed. They are a little bit on the low ground, however, and I do think EVOS have the better weaponry here. But oh my god, Ash just gets deleted as he rounds that corner.
Oh no, and Evos could really play spoiler for VVV here. VVV, you don't want this to happen. Iron Fist doesn't have the greatest cover in the world. He sees one of the EVOS players come up, and he's already relocated himself. He's already repositioned. Closer to LJ this time around.
Oh,
And a
nice
nade.
nade. Oh, but it was a gun that actually took him down. Iron Fist with the AK that does it. Trying to zip line in. See if he can get on up and above. Does finish the kill. That's actually 2 points for VVV very early on. So good start from them here. Ultima, they're making it difficult though. because this is a three-way battle right now. Ultima, they're looking third party, dude.
They are definitely looking to be the spoilers and to be the home wreckers. But I love the patience here. They're not really going for any overextensions at the moment. I think they're just waiting for one more down for them to really pounce on this situation. What
Oh
a
dear.
shot by Weds! Oh my
Wow.
goodness. That was far.
That was definitely long range right now, but that really kind of helps out VVV for now. But Ultima, they are just running over everybody. EVOS, they're sending one person away just so they don't get completely wiped out. Gio, he might just be in trouble. He's going
Oh
around. He
no.
sees one. Trying to take up a little bit of a fight here. He does have bullets coming in from the side as well as the front, so it's definitely a little bit of a challenge to make those shots happen. But Iron Fist, he survives a fraction of HP left, but he's still got it. And he's gonna get a little bit more. I think he does have the bandages. Not too much healing, however, so they will have to be decisive with these kills. But the rest of Ultima, they're coming in as well. Blacklist, they've managed to wipe out MG as well. Action all across the map.
That we do, and Lan, the last surviving member, tries to salvage this situation. Still trying to spoil or reduce, not the last surviving member, sorry. Just a little bit of a,
Oh!
well, goodbye VVV, I guess. Oh, you hate to see that happen. That has to be a total heartbreaker for VVV.
Oh no, the number 2 team gets eliminated first again, and this is looking like it's all going to be mindset unless TMT pull off a miracle. VVV, they're out of this. This is their chance. They've got to watch from the sidelines for the rest of the game, and there's nothing that they can do but pray that they hold on to that second place.
What is number 3 again?
TMT.
Was it Resurgence? Oh, TMT, right?
Resurgence
TMT, yeah.
is fourth.
Fourth, yeah. And if they can have a pretty decent volume of kills, they could potentially, well, at least overtake VVV. Or no, not VVV, sorry. Number 3, but we are going to be looking at number 1 now, who was, for a good moment, very competitive for our top 1 spot. But like you mentioned, they did go on a bit of a decline. Not the greatest things to happen to them, especially on the last day. As on the other side, which is GDT1, more surprisingly, they didn't find number 1 to fight them early on.
No, not at all. It's one of the rare occasions, but uh, rejoining now the other side of the map, we do have WDC. They've been doing fairly decently. They want to fight for their spot in the top half, because the top half is still very hotly contested. And I do want to see which teams end up in the top half as well at the very end of this day. We can take a look at that very, very soon here. Blacklist, they're in a good spot. They've got 4 kills, 4 eliminations from them. I do think first place is out of the question, but a decent placement certainly is not.
Oh yeah. And once again, guys, we are still winners, even, well, no, not really. Again, there's first place and then there's the rest, is how that saying goes. But with the prize pool that we have,
I'd be happy
definitely
with second or third even, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Again, just big thank you to Sausage Man and all our sponsors for allowing such a, honestly, huge prize pool. Man, what could you could be doing so much with 18,000 US dollars. So much.
I'd be celebrating. I would be hella celebrating.
Oh yeah, man. Bring out the champagne. Maybe have a little bit extra on the side.
Pull up the calculator and see how much that is per player. Hold on.
That's divided by 4, right?
Yeah, unless they have a coach. That's still $4,500 per player. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot. You could party hard with that. You could buy all the sausages in the world. You know, if I were a player, I would go on a sausage spree. You know what I mean? Because like we said, like we mentioned
have a big
few
barbecue
days before. Yes, have a big barbecue. You know, where were these prize pools when I was a player? You know, I still remember.
You know, the last tournament I competed in years ago.
Oh man,
the prize pool was like 3,000 pesos. I think no, 5,000 pesos was the prize pool, so it was like $100 US, and we were like psyched. You know what I mean?
Dude, the last time I competed, right, or at least the last big tournament I competed in. Oh yeah, we're second place. That's not so bad. Here's your 200 pesos. What? Alrighty then. But it does look like everybody is very interested in playing the slow game on Rainbow Island, which is strange.
Look at that circle. It's just so painful.
Fight ye fools is what the circle
This
is
circle
saying.
today has just been so heartbreaking for a lot of these players because it's just forcing everybody to fight. No one can play safe. It's battle after battle after battle today.
Just like I said, fight ye fools. It really is not allowing for a broad variety of strats. It's just fight, fight, fight. Get a good position, guys. And it does look like MS. They are in a decent spot, but they are ways away. So I think this is a good time to start moving closer to the circle because the blue does add up. It really does.
Oh, especially on a map like this one, and especially when you don't have a lot of heals nor a lot of space to heal. Getting out of the blue zone very much imperative here. But mindset, they Excalibur has been pulled out. Just don't let Momo Ross get it, honestly.
Yeah, we know how that goes. And, you know, they should find a way to immortalize Momo Ross and Excalibur. Like maybe like a decal or a
Yeah, that'd be
spray or
crazy.
that'd be cool, right? That'd be cool.
I really think that's the highlight of the tournament. We've seen crazy highlights, but that is the highlight of the tournament from Momo Ross.
That's right. Who is the true wielder of Excalibur? It's not King Arthur, it's Momo Ross. As Mindset, they continue their rampage. This time, Ultima is the recipient of such violence. And they make quick work of a straggler, which is once again very interesting, considering how looted up everybody is. And pretty decent med situation for MS here also, or at least on Sphere. Which is pretty much the team, because, you know, it's a team game. You're probably sharing anyway.
Yeah, sharing is caring, after all. Uh,
Oh man, I'm hungry. Like just looking at the sausages again, I am hungry. Good
yeah,
thing.
they're all sitting around the dinner table, getting a little bit of, just time to chat in, maybe having like a nice sausage meal.
Looks like RQ want to have, or at least they're trying to pressure another team here, but Blacklist, they find nerves. That is gonna alert the rest of RRQ and may potentially prompt WDC to jump in and get a little bit of a freebie for themselves, but instead, it was actually from a range, so RRQ could potentially be safe for now.
Yeah, Blacklist this game, a team that is not one to shy away from the aggression, so they will be trying to go for the fights when they can. Cannot blame them considering the state of their point, so they want to get as much done as possible. I don't think winning is in the books for them now, but definitely still want to place in the top in the higher echelons, maybe even place fourth. So we'll see how that goes as RRQ. They're in a standoff right now. They have Matt watching the flanks here. Takes a little bit too long to pull the trigger.
Does take a good minute to do that, and hesitation is the thing you want to get rid of the most, especially in super fast games like this. And we look at Ray Young, who is wary of that hill now. WDC, they seem to be in a comfortable spot. They are in the circle and could potentially gatekeep.
Wow!
What a shot! Oh my goodness.
359 meters away. Wow!
Oh boy. And once again, the long range weaponry have been so prevalent in this tournament. Bren, they have a good spot. Still looking for MS. Now they are trying to catch up to the circle, but they will be running into RRQ. So I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna work out. Definitely Deroy might run into
400 meters
MS.
away.
I mean, I guess because it's hit scan, but at the same time, look at that. That's so tiny. You still have to be right on the dot for it to hit. That's crazy.
that, and I think that's a harder shot because it's the second. It's when the shot registers for the second pulse is when it registers. You know, it's like sure it's hit scan, but the first hit doesn't really do that much.
That is true. And it does look like RRQ avoid mindset for now. But I'm pretty sure they have an idea of where everybody is in Momo. Look at him. He's already on the hunt. But I don't think he has his precious Excalibur. He does have that grow. Whoa!
What?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow, wow, we were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And once again, Momoros really making a good, in fact, a great, great, great effort to be the MVP. RAW does the same thing this time to finish off Pinoy. And RRQ, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah, Suhas, they're getting more points, and I think Suhas has just secured the fact that they're not in last place. So that is that.
Good consolation prize.
Yeah.
And Nerves, who was the first to fall in that long-range exchange earlier, has found himself to be one of the last few members of RRQ, and is in fact the last one standing. As Sphere and RAW, they want to clean this up. They want to get more points for their team.
Yeah,
And
they just want to be sure that they are number one. But at this point, I'm fairly certain that they have won. They have 6 points. They're in a decent spot. The only way I see them losing is if they get knocked out soon and the TMT just, goes on a tear.
Yeah, TMT at this point have to wipe the server basically to be in contention, and I'm not entirely sure if they can do that, because once again, guys, it's Snow. Ooh. He does land one, but can't really find the finishing blow. But again, on to the previous point, they have to wipe the entire server for them to have a chance of stealing top one, which has been made even more difficult by the fact that MS, they already have 6 frags to their name. And
What I do want to know is the AWM, is that a hit scan too?
I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
only the particle cannon is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's scan.
Yeah, because I think the AWM has bullet drop. But like a little bit.
I think the good thing about it though is that if you get hit by that, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead. What is this circle though?
It's like 50-60% in the water, and it's like this is so unforgiving. My heart would be just broken if I were one of the South Side players that just ran into a team, because they all have to make a beeline towards the north, and nobody could have expected this. It's really forcing all these teams to just adapt on the fly and try to make the best out of a bad circle.
They have to. And MS, once again, looking so confident, looking so ballsy in whatever plays they want to do. Seems like they can do no wrong at this point. They even have an Excalibur. Or at least they can if they choose to pick it up. Yeah.
I think they will be able to pick it up, actually. And if Momo Ross gets his hands on that, God forbid.
God forbid.
Okay. But Sphere does go down, and they're now in a little bit of a skirmish. Okay, from up on up above, Momo Ross looking to mow one down. Does a little bit of damage here, gets behind cover. Will be looking to reload, doesn't want to separate from his team too much. Jetpack up from on above. Will look for a little bit more. Should have spotted the shoulder of ASCII there. Sphere is still very low. And I think that just might be the kill. No, they actually do get him to heal right now as well. And now rejoining as Momo Ross gets another knockdown. Beautiful. He is just a man possessed here. Can he find any more? Doesn't have the Excalibur yet again, so he will not be having those close range abilities like he normally does. But ASCII is, I think, the only one left standing here. Yeah, he's the only one left standing for GD.
And GD, they did have the jump, but once again, MS, they are playing out of their minds. They are just on a whole nother level, on a whole nother plane of existence. As WDC, They seem to have found themselves in a fight between them and TMT. TMT, though, they lose one member, Rogers, with a beautiful spray down onto the one. And he even gets a thirst, denying them of a res. Rogers healing up as quickly as they can. Not entirely sure if TMT want to commit to this fight, because they are kind of out of the circle, or at least at the very edge of it. And look at all these teams just moving towards the south side.
Oh no.
This is gonna be some sort of bloody ordeal.
Absolutely. It's going to look like the floors of The Shining after this, after that elevator opened up. I just expect this to be an absolute bloodbath. Look at that. Even takes down a teammate as well, but still could be worth it as TMT. They're looking to clean things up. Meanwhile, Momo Ross is going to be, again, leading the charge for his team. MS, can they do it again here? Can he champion his team up against Blacklist?
And here's Momo as he pulls out the Excalibur. We know what could happen. It does look like he's gearing up for a jump.
Oh
But
no.
instead, he rolls his way to Macro. Once again, kind of raising my eyebrow at the moment. That's exactly why, because that is a lot of open space. But Momo still looking fairly healthy here as Macro does fall from a trade. 6ix9ine has a tree to his name, so he could potentially bait out more members. But 6ix9ine has already found a little bit of trouble on the opposite side, as Matt is there to create some sort of a crossfire. RIW, though, with the anti-air weaponry system, making life hell for what would be jumping player, and they even get Momo Ross quickly up. Matt doesn't want any part of this.
Yeah, Momo Ross, can he survive? Can he make it through here? Circle will be painful. As got a couple swimmers in the water right now. No pun intended. Sausage having swimmers. But TMT, they've lost another one. And this is, again, the third place team. But I think they've done enough to secure second place. So I think it's going to be TMT in second place, regardless of what happens in VVV in third. But for the first place, MS, if they can do, oh my god, they have 12 kills. They have 12 kills and they don't look like they're going to be stopping Mindset. Absolutely the best team right now.
And I think this could be done already. Like, honestly, guys, Mindset, they're not even putting on the brakes whatsoever. Momo still wants more Excalibur kills. He's had more than his share, but you know what? Sometimes he still has to go for it. Absolutely fearless trying to fight a mech, but sometimes you gotta be a little scared of things, as Momo Ross will get eliminated on the spot. I think some of his team members are still up, but yes, they are. They're kind of stuck here, though, as Hams is squeezing them. As Fear and RIW, they both fall. Number one, they collapse onto MS, and Mindset could be in real trouble here as they get finally taken down. TMT, they're still up, but actually, they fall in top 8. Mindset fall in 8, so they only get 1 point. Oh my goodness,
my
this
god.
is still very doable then for TMT.
Okay, TMT might actually have a pretty good chance here. TMT, but I don't know. There was like 12 kills, dude. There was still 12 kills. So they have to get a lot of kills right now. TMT and so how are things going? It's having a little bit of a dip in the pool, you know. Yeah. Just hanging out.
It's one of those moments where I can't pull out my gun, and you can't pull out your gun. So, hello there.
Oh,
As
yes.
Hams takes down one more player. What an interesting exchange.
Yeah, they're both swimming in the water. And, you know.
I feel like it'd be hilarious if they're the last 2 people alive too.
Oh my god, I would be so happy.
And Suhas,
He's gonna get stomped. He's gonna get curb stomped right there. It's actually Nez who does find the kill. And TMT, man, they are still up in this. They haven't found TMT.
not yet.
Oh my god, the placement points alone could get them second place.
It could, but oh no, Yukon has been found. So I think that's 10 points for TMT. I don't think that's enough to overthrow number 1. But yes, Hams, we did see him ask politely to please bite the curb, sir.
Oh my
And
God,
Bren's
Bren. Evil still.
is Evo still last? That's unfortunate. And
Well,
Evil,
congratulations to number one, TT. They had a strong performance earlier on. Fell off a little bit towards the
yeah.
end.
But otherwise, still a very wonderful performance all throughout. Just a little bit of consistency problems, but still, those will come with time. As Evil might want to run guns blazing here. Oh,
Uh,
he's been discovered too.
yeah, they know where he is. They're just gonna send someone out to try and kill him.
There we go.
It doesn't. He just brings out the pen because he knows he's dead. But this is gonna be an interesting tabulation of points here. TMT they get third place, with 3 points. What's third place? How many points?
10, I think.
10 points plus three. That's 13. Uh, it might be enough.
Would it be enough?
I it's
Because
gonna be. I still think it's gonna be MS number one just because of how many kills they got. But
right, right.
it's gonna be close.
So they get 13 points on top of a 20-point cushion, and VVV was
No, VV's
eliminated
third,
very
hundred
early.
percent.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's still gonna be very close for 1 and 2. We'll just have to find out because I may be wrong with number 3 having 10 points. I could be wrong.
Actually, yeah, 3 and 4 might be a different story. Actually, uh, Resurgence might be a different. Resurgence might be up here, I think, or it could be a different team in fourth place. It might not be so clear cut. We'll only really have to see the results to find out.
And that being said, honestly, it feels like the decider was map 3. You know, map number 4 was somewhat of a breather for most of these players already.
Agree, but this is, you know, good try, Momo Ross. Good try.
Sometimes the Berserker's Fury, it can bite you in the back. And I think that was a clear cut example of that. He tried to fight the mech.
He tried with a sword. He tried to go full Dark Souls, and he gets slapped, much like in Dark Souls. That's just how it is.
Oh dear. I love this. This is the greatest.
It's just like,
Oh,
hey man,
hello.
they don't even bother getting up onto the dock just to
They
shoot
could
each
have
other.
shot each other.
They
yeah,
could have,
they're
but they
like,
didn't. They're just like, yeah, you know what? We're out here. We're out here.
"We out here, fam."
We out here in the docks.
Sometimes you just gotta vibe, and that's what they did. And I respect that. I respect that.
A lot of great moments in this tournament. That was one of them.
I love how it's either insane frags or moments of just absolute silliness.
It's only one or the other. No in between.
Oh man. And I would not have it any other way because that's just what Sausage Man is. It's either insanity or just Sausage Man.
Silly sausages. But there you go. Hey, congratulations. Let's find out who the winner is. Oh, they're teasing us. They're showing us the bottom half. But yeah, Evo's in the bottom. Okay, yeah. Wisdom. Okay, so this means that Bren have managed to claim the top, at least the top half, so they may at least claim stuff. I'm surprised that Wisdom is actually on the bottom half. I thought that they would have been able to get in the top half, but it is a very tightly contested top half, though. But here we go. Oh, mindset at 179 points, to 30 points above Team Tubruk. That's a lot, actually.
That's still a lot.
That's a lot. And VVV here right behind them with 147. It was close, but them getting eliminated early on, that's the nail in the coffin. But this is what's interesting. Resurgence, fourth place for them. Number one TT, they get fifth. RRQ with sixth, and it's a tie for seventh place with Blacklist and Bren.
Oh man. And I didn't think it would be that much of a gap, honestly,
Yeah, me
because
neither.
179 points, that is not a joke. But here we are, guys. We've finally crowned our king of the party, which is Mindset. Big, big, big congratulations to Mindset, of course. But here we have the winners from the audience. We have Gerard Malasabas winning the Razor Gold vouchers, as well as Roseanne Kaligagan. For the Razor Kishi, we have Leo Jean Lauren, and for the Razer Hammerhead True Wireless Pro, we have Mimi Jam Gams. Congrats to you guys; those are very big prizes.
Yeah, congrats, congrats. I hope you enjoy the Hammerhead Wireless Pro. That's gonna be a good one. Very, very cool, very sleek, and the Razer Kishi as well. Definitely will level up your gaming as you go into it. So, congratulations, guys, and we hope you enjoy those prizes. We also have a winners. Congratulations to our winners. But before we go ahead and do anything else, again, we'd like to give a big, big thank you to our sponsors who have made this all very much possible. So thank you to Razer Gold. And Razer Gold welcomes you to a world of exclusive gaming deals as the unified virtual credits for gamers worldwide. You can use Razer Gold to recharge on Sausage Man for an even better gaming experience. And to make things even sweeter, when you use Razer Gold, you get to be part of Razer Silver, the only loyalty rewards program for gamers. With every $1 US you spend, you get 50 Razer Silver. Accumulate Razer Silver to redeem Razer gear, games, and digital vouchers.
That's right. And just a quick refresher on how to do that. All you have to do is to visit the Sausage Man Recharge site, enter your game ID, select your server and your region, select Razer Gold as your payment method, log in with your Razer Gold wallet to complete the purchase, and there you go. And look at that. One more, one for the road. Another set of 100 colorful keys at the bottom left there. So you guys, if you missed out on the previous ones, do go ahead and type that out as quickly as you can.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you all for tuning in. It's been a wild ride, and thank you again to all the sponsors who made this happen. And thank you, Sausage Man, for having us. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, also thank you to you, Rap. It's been a fun few days. We've covered a lot of Sausage Man. We even in the regionals, and I hope we get to do this again.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you too. I've said this many times before. You make my job so easy, especially Prod too. Thank you guys for making this such a pleasant, a very smooth event too.
And making us
And like
hungry all the
Illustrado
time.
said, oh yeah, you know what? If you guys could just see Prod chat, it's just Illustrado and Mr. Director Man sending so many food pics. Like, yes, this is truly the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Contain
Well,
the hunger.
we're gonna try, definitely, but yeah, it has been an amazing journey, but finally here we are at the summit. Now it's time to make our descent, and we go back to the normal land of the non-sausages. So once again, it has been me, Illustrator, and Raf, your casters, but I'm hoping that we have more Sausage Man coming your way very, very soon. It had proved to be a very entertaining tournament, and throughout the event we were very much entertained all throughout. So yeah, what about you, Raf? Any last thoughts? Any last words before we go?
I mean, I think you've said most of it. Just really hoping for more Sausage Man events, a lot more giveaways, so I can honestly win the hat. Or I don't know, maybe a Sausage Man would send one over because they have such a golden heart. I've never seen people with a better heart than Sausage Man. I'm just
Yeah,
hoping I get that hat. But other than that, just so excited for the next one, and I'm just so grateful for the experience.
yeah. I wish we could. I think I just. Oh, I. Oh my God! I think our director just won a hat, and I didn't get one. One day I will win a hat, and then I'll be happy. But I'm not a happy camper, not right now. But yeah, I guess for me, my last thoughts would be just, yeah, I wish we could have like a if we could have an MVP next time, because Momo Ross
Oh yeah.
absolutely 100% deserved it. No player step up like him, but it's been an absolute blast here.
It has been. It absolutely has been. And yeah, MVP next time. But Momo Ross is, well, I would have to say he's our unofficial one because maybe that's something else that we could have in the near future. But once again, guys, as Illustrado did mention, we will now officially have to sign out, make our way to the realm of mere human mortals. My name is Raf, and that has been Illustrado. We'll be saying our goodbyes now. Ciao, guys.